Alright. Yeah, no worries. Here we go! Lyney! Hello, Damon. I still can't believe this is Damon's voice.
Ah, Traveler and Paimon. Good to see you. I knew you two would come.
To think that this is Cherry breaks my brain. Because Cherry, like, Damon's Cherry is so, like, deep, like, so much deeper. Like, the fact that this is Cherry's English VA, it's still, like...
Are you kidding? We wouldn't miss it for the world. We've been looking forward to it.
I can tell, judging by how early you've arrived. But you're actually right on time. The audience still hasn't started entering the venue yet, which means now is the perfect chance for us to take you to the best seats in the house.
Ooh.
Wait just a moment. I'll fetch the tickets.
There he goes. I want to hear your voice. I haven't heard your voice a lot. Lynette, speak.
The Opera House has assigned seating, so you always have to make reservations. I've already reserved your seats, and here are your tickets.
Yay!
Ooh, front row seats. Thanks, Lyney.
Don't mention it. There's no need to keep thanking me.
But we will.
Hey, Lyney, could you come over here and take a look at this?
Cowl.
Oh, I'll be right there. Seems there's an issue with the stage props over there. That's Cowl, my assistant, calling me. I'll go lend him a hand.
Squint. I don't trust you, Cowl. Best get busy.
Yeah, we'll just go to our seats. You go ahead, Lyney.
I'm gonna explore first. Can I sit? Yes. Look at me enjoying my tea. Yes, welcome to my house. I love this music. The organ is a nice touch. Ooh. Oh. Oh, where there's stairs. I'm gonna... Where are the seats? Are they on the... I want to go up. What's up here? Up that stairs. Are they on the upper floor? No, he said first front row seats. Can I enter? Yes! Ooh. Oh, I want a box. He couldn't get me a box? Man, Lyney. Cheapskate. No box seats for me. There's no one in the... Oh, Lynette's just hanging out up there. I'm gonna go on the stage. Can I go on the stage?
Breathtaking.
Oh, God. We're changing. I'm sorry. At least I don't have to worry about Bennett, boys. Oh. Oh, Kazu.
One with nature.
Hearing the English phrase is gonna be interesting. Ooh. Ah! No, get back up there. Kazu. Kazu. Thanks.
Time to go.
So they definitely remind me of her eyes, like Faux. How do you work? Oh, look at all the detail. The water flowing through it. Huh. Ooh, a door. May I enter? Yes! Ooh! What's this place? Are there books? No books. I love the aesthetic. I hope we can eventually get furniture that looks like this. I had the bench. That's the only thing I have so far is the bench. But I love like this flower vase is beautiful. Books, books, books. I take it to books. Okay. I'll go sit now. I just wanted to explore first.
Oh, these should be our seats. Come on, let's sit down.
Okay. Paimon flies. Question mark, question mark? There he is. The man of the hour. She's looking him up and down. How'd you get here? She's just side-eyeing him.
Traveler, maybe we should strike up a conversation with the person next to us. Since we're sitting together and the rest of the place is practically empty still, it's kind of awkward if we don't say anything.
Isn't this usually your job, Paimon?
You little... Of course you put this on Paimon.
I mean, I don't talk, so I don't know what else you would say.
Excuse me. I did not realize you felt awkward. I am terribly sorry.
There he is! It's Ray! Hi, Ray. I love his voice. You know, and at first I was surprised that Ray was Neuvillette because I had this vision of him as this, like, really stoic, you know, not showing emotion, like that kind of thing. But now that I know a little bit more about him, and also I just love the fandom's interpretation of him, it makes sense because he has a wide range of emotion in general, like playing characters. So I am intrigued to see what happens.
I would be perfectly happy to chat with you if that is what you would like.
I would.
Oh, so you heard all of that, did ya? Boy, you
I know, I love him, and I haven't
I thought
even
she was keeping her voice down.
done the quest.
Wait, that's not it. Paimon's sorry.
Look at his little cross legs.
Paimon's the one who was being rude, talking under her breath like that. So let's talk. But what should we talk about?
I love his little crossed leg and his stupid hair. This man knows how to dress. Also, one thing I am upset about, I haven't seen a single otter. All these people are saying that there are little otters that you're helping, like, save them from stuff, and they show you tricks, and I'm like, I have not seen a single otter, and I've explored every bit of this water. So I need to find an otter. That's my goal.
Oh, Paimon's got it. You're also here early and sitting in the
I don't know how I didn't find otters.
Lyney's too?
A friend, you say? Well, if Mr. Lyney would like to be my friend, I would be more than happy to reciprocate.
He's so cute. Stop.
Oh, so you're not friends with Lyney then? Oh, this is getting more awkward by the second. Paimon nearly forgot to make her introduction. Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Fontaine.
Hi.
It is an honor to meet you two. I have heard of your deeds across Tevat.
Thank you.
And as required by proper etiquette, I will also introduce myself.
His little pointy ear.
Oh, Monsieur Neuvillette. What an
Neuvillette.
honor it is to have you here to see my show.
They say it with an R.
Ah, Mr. Lyney. I should say it is in fact an honor for me to see your performance in person.
Wait, Neuvillette? Could he be...
I don't like the R.
I saw you all chatting just now, but it seems you still don't know who Monsieur Neuvillette is. Allow me to introduce you to Fontaine's Chief Justice. That seat is always reserved for him. It wouldn't be too much to say that he's the symbol of justice and honesty here in Fontaine.
Yay!
Ooh, sorry for being so rude just now. Paimon had no idea you were such an important person.
I love his glowy little Oceanic tails. Yeah, it's interesting because, like, some of them are saying, like, Neuvillette, like, they're pronouncing the R very harshly. And then Neuvillette, like, I feel like the faster they say it, like, the more, like, smooth it goes.
No offense taken. Being Chief Justice is merely what I do for work. Nearly every person has their usual reserved seat, so I'm not so special, really.
What a cutie.
And by the way, I should probably let you know, even though I would prefer not to. There's someone sitting up there in the VIP seats that has been striking a pose for quite a while now. I believe she is trying to give you a most elegant and impressive first impression.
Oh, I love
So
him.
I think you should take notice of her sooner rather than later. Otherwise, she may become flustered.
I just love him. And like I said, with how Ray Chase typically plays his characters, it just works so well for him to play the villains.
Huh? Oh, it's Farina, the Hydro Archon. She sure has a smug and satisfied look on her face. Guess she has no idea that you saw right through her act.
Paimon is very unimpressed. Like, the level of sass that Karina gave her in that line, impressive.
Very good. That is for the best. No need to pay her any more attention. We may now enjoy the show.
Huh?
She definitely does remind me of
Is there something
Fischl.
you like between the Chief Justice and the Hydro Archon?
He's her babysitter.
All right, please wait just a moment longer. I've pretty much finished my preparations, and the performance will start as soon as the audience has made their way to their seats.
Woohoo! Where's the audience?
The show's finally about to start! Paimon can hardly wait! Paimon's never seen a real live magic show before!
Cute. Crowds into the venue. The curtains open for the show to begin. Ooh, animation. We'll go.
They're dimming the lights! The show must be starting! Sorry. Paimon will try to stay quiet.
You're probably blocking someone's view, Paimon. Sit down!
Welcome, one and all, to the Opera Epiclese. I am the star of today's show, Lyney.
Yay.
And over here is my sister, Lynette, who will be working as my wonderful assistant. Please, let's give her a warm welcome.
I'm the only one that's gonna clap?
Hello, everyone.
She sounds so tired.
I know she may seem to be a little sleepy right now, but that's just a sign that she's nervous.
Whatever.
Now, some of you may be thinking, two vision holders who can freely manipulate elemental powers performing magic is not true magic at all.
I mean, it depends on
So,
what you're doing.
I would like to take a moment to assure you that elemental powers will have nothing to do with what you will witness on the stage today.
Oh, there's a cowl.
Both Lynette and myself have removed our visions for the show. That way, even the gods won't be able to help us.
Oh, good point. That's what makes the show real magic.
Now, without further ado, let the show begin. Lynette will now exit the stage to make some preparations.
Woohoo.
I know you might miss her, but don't worry. She'll be coming right back on stage momentarily. Perhaps in an unexpected way. I'm sure she'll be stealing the spotlight soon enough. Oh, and before I forget, there's one more thing I should say.
I do like the echo effect
You
on their
never know
voices.
what can happen in the blink of an eye.
Oh.
A
Yay.
magician's greatest skill is making things disappear or appear. The possibilities are endless.
He's so cute. Dang it. His sparkly hat! I love the fabric that they use. Ooh.
Huh?
He's just throwing cards on the
But
floor.
this isn't what you came for.
You gotta pick those up,
These
buddy.
little tricks, you've seen them all before. So it's time for something truly extraordinary, don't you think? This one's a little tricky.
Oh, Phrygia, how many did your bud end up getting? How
Using
many
this
Lyney's?
water tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely.
Because I know you said you got them on like one of the first 10 pulls. Oh, chlorined. Oh, nice.
It's actually quite simple. She'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top. Oh no! I told them to check all the props carefully. With the lid on, even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage, so let me show you what a true virtuoso can do.
Why'd I leave her clothes?
Lynette, are you still there? Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Uh-huh.
Interesting. Nouvellette. That was cute. You got more? Encore, encore.
Whoa! What in the world just happened? How did he do that? Paimon didn't seem to do anything.
That's called magic.
How did she disappear and then reappear out of nowhere?
What a show!
If we could see easily through his tricks, then that would mean that his skills are still lacking. To appreciate magic, we should focus on the show happening on stage, rather than getting caught up in trying to see that which has been intentionally hidden.
Yes, yeah, I like that,
That's right.
Frania.
Paimon couldn't believe her eyes when Lynette reappeared. Amazing!
Thank you, everyone. I'm glad you enjoyed that performance.
Stage is so
But
big.
our magical journey has only just begun. I've prepared even more astonishing surprises for everyone here.
Ooh, ah.
The magic of transformation and disappearance can go far beyond what you've just
Aw. I just love his animations, dang it.
seen. I'm sure many of you are thinking that escaping the water tank was impressive enough. But Lynette is still my assistant after all.
Uh-oh.
In which case, I have ample time to make all necessary preparations.
For what?
So, for my next trick, I will require the
me.
participation of one lucky audience member.
Me, choose me.
Please, if
Or
my
Paimon.
assistants could bring out the magical boxes
Ooh,
now.
cut Paimon in half.
There are 2 boxes and only 2 boxes. One is here, and one is there in the aisle among the audience.
Me. There's an underground tunnel.
I'm sure many of our clever audience members have already guessed our next magic trick. A swap.
Yeah.
Our lucky audience member and I will each enter a magic box. After 1 minute, we will each emerge from the opposite box.
There's a tunnel.
Now please, everyone pay very close attention to the box you see here. Don't give me any chance to make a move.
Wow! How's he gonna do this? Hey, do you think this is all magic tricks? Or does Lynette
Paimon, you're being very loud. Shh. Let's watch.
The lucky audience member will be generated by this random number selector.
Oh, under my
It selects
seats?
numbers entirely at random. Even I don't know who will be chosen to participate.
Did I get a new
Now
car?
Let's
Is
begin.
it under my chair?
Let me see.
Oh, it's
Row
not
7,
not
seat
me.
3. Congratulations!
Oh.
You now have the chance to experience magic firsthand for an entire minute.
An entire minute.
Please, come
Wow.
forward. My assistant will take you beside the magic box.
Cowl.
I'm sorry, it might be a little cramped inside, but no need to feel nervous. We've carefully arranged everything for you to be as comfortable as possible.
I don't like cowl.
You don't need to do anything, but no matter what strange things may happen, don't come out of the box. If the magic is interrupted, who knows where you might end up? You might even find yourself in the Fortress of Meripede.
Ooh.
Okay.
She's like, I didn't sign up for
All
this.
right. Before I enter the magic box, there is one more thing I need to ask the audience to do.
A countdown.
Could you all give
right.
me a countdown?
All right, chat, let's get ready.
Like this. 60.
Oh God, we're not gonna count the entire minute.
58, just keep counting down. You can go a little faster or slower if you like.
That's a lot of numbers,
I won't be
Lyney.
able to see anything in the pitch black box, so I'll be relying on your voices to know when time is up. Oh, and no tricks now. If you quickly count from 60 in just 30 seconds, then I'll be in a tough spot.
This is a long setup.
Ooh, Paimon kinda wants to count faster after hearing him say that.
With the whole crowd counting together, you couldn't even if you wanted to. That's not entirely true. A lot of times it's like when clapping or singing, like whatever the crowd speed is could increase or decrease.
No, that won't do. I can see it in your eyes. You still can't be trusted. Let's practice together.
Okay.
Come on, repeat after me. 60, 59, 58.
57. 58. There's some really excited people in this
That's
crowd.
right, perfect. Keep it going. All right, I'll see you all on the other side once you've finished counting.
I don't hear counting anymore.
54, 53, 52?
That's too fast.
Why aren't you counting, Nervalet?
Nervalet.
I am counting in my head. I think things are exciting enough in here as it is.
Aww.
Merely a consequence of my identity and personality. Do not worry about me. Just enjoy the show.
Oh no, I like him a lot.
You look so serious that Paimon thought you might be feeling uncomfortable or something.
I mean, he probably does, but...
40, 39, 38!
Mr. Lyney, are you all right in there? Is everything ready?
Yes, I'm fine, I'm just double-checking the direction of the magic. It would be a disaster if we get sent to the wrong places. For example, mid-air right above the audience.
I like how he's being loud
Even
so
though
they
he's
can
saying
hear.
that, Lyney doesn't seem nervous at all.
I think it's all a part of the show. Bang! Uh-oh.
What was that noise? Did you hear it too?
Was it the lady in the box? Maybe it's to divert our attention.
Not sure. Anyway, it doesn't seem like anyone's worried about it.
I am.
25, 24, 23!
What's wrong, Mr. Lyney? I can still hear you moving in there.
I seem to have accidentally knocked over a decoration. I'm trying to fix it, but it's pitch black in here. I can't tell left from right.
Never mind the decorations. There's no time for that. The show is what's important.
Garrick.
No, that's unacceptable. I want my show to be perfect. Don't worry, we still have 20 seconds. Hear them counting?
19, 18, 17!
Oh, she got the box seats.
It seems things aren't quite going as planned. I apologize, everyone. It feels like you're all starting to count faster, but that's all right. I know it can be tiring to do such a long countdown.
It is tiring. I agree.
10 seconds and change is still plenty of time.
Oh, more animation? Oh, another cinematic.
Almost there now. Whew. Swapping two people is harder work than you might think. Even a master magician like me can't guarantee I'll get it right the first time. Hey, wait. Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? No, that's not it. I'll try again.
7!
Hey, slow down! Honestly.
5!
Oh, she speaks. She's...
Whoops! That doesn't count.
0!
Ta-da!
But where's the girl? This feels like an Ace Attorney. This feels like an Ace Attorney case, and she's gonna like drop dead out of the box. I didn't know how correct I was going to be. Oh my gosh. I didn't know this is it's just Ace Attorney. I'm sorry. I know that was a really stressful moment, but it just This is exactly how all Ace Attorney cases start. It's just a normal thing, and then something goes wrong, and then they think it's their fault, even though they didn't do anything, and then it's our job to prove them innocent. So I appreciate that it's following the Ace Attorney formula. Oh, I can't wait for the pointing. I'm so excited for the pointing. This, you know, I loved Sumeru. Sumeru is great. But if I get to just full on Ace Attorney, I think this may be my new favorite Archon quest. I just love how I was like, oh yeah, this is where something bad would happen. And something bad happened. I thought she was going to drop out dead. But I do wonder where the lady is. Because Garrick is the one that died. The assistant, I'm assuming. So yeah, I don't know.
Is this part of the show?
No.
Mr. Lyney, you're going to use magic to fix the stage now, right?
What happened?
Oh no. Maybe this isn't part of the show. The girl was still in that box, right?
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards, secure the scene and detain all the performers. Seal the exits. No one is allowed in or out at this time.
Yeah, get him!
Yes, that's right. If this was just an accident, then we must investigate the cause. But if this was all part of some scheme...
Point.
Then those accountable will not escape the judgment of the God of Justice.
Take that.
No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the bottom of this soon enough.
Oh. After some time, the guards complete their investigation. Aw, man, we didn't get to help.
The person who is in the magic box has been pronounced dead. His name was Cowell, one of the assistants in Lyney's magic troupe.
Oh, it was Cowell who died. Well, I didn't trust him anyway, so sorry, Cowell. Where'd the lady go?
Apparently, the fireworks on stage ignited the ropes that were suspending the water tank, which then caused the tank to fall onto the stage. As of now, we're still not sure why we found Cowell in the box, rather than the guest from the audience. And after an initial search of the area, the guards have confirmed that the girl is nowhere to be found. It appears that this incident was not merely some mishap with the performance.
But Charlotte, or somebody, I forgot who said it, but there was this disappearances that keep happening of these women every few years, right? I think I remember that from 4 days ago, whenever I started this entire thing. But okay. I wonder.
And there are many indications that it is connected with the case of
Ah!
the serial disappearances of young women.
Yes! I'm just gonna keep guessing, like, as we go. I'm too smart. I'm too good. I've seen the dots. I've connected them.
The serial disappearances case?
That's the case that Charlotte mentioned before.
Yeah. They pulled it off in front of the Archon and the Chief Justice.
I know the truth. I can see through the whole thing. Really, using such a shallow and obvious mystery as his finale. Did he really underestimate us that badly?
Why would he do that, Farina?
I say that our powerful magician, Mr. Lyney,
Farina, my bad,
is now the prime suspect for the serial disappearances case.
Farina, your brain not work.
Why me? This whole thing was an accident.
No, this all occurred during your magic show, did it not? The missing girl disappeared after being chosen, did she not? The deceased is one of your assistants, is he not?
But, like, why would he kill his assistant? Like, Farina, use your swirly hair for some brain.
Now that I think about it, that whole speech about magicians making things disappear was nothing more
I think she's just doing this for theatrics.
Bald-faced challenge.
She just wants someone easy she can blame.
Right. How can Lyney do this?
Stop putting on a show for the guests. Nouvellette, stop, stand in. Please stop.
He was in the box on the stage the entire time. We can even hear his voice. Besides, before the show, he told us that he would like to catch the criminal behind the disappearances. He couldn't possibly mean catching himself.
Right.
Save discussion for a later time, please.
Later time.
Lady Farina, may I assume that your comments just now constitute an accusation against Mr. Lyney and his associates, and that you are pressing charges?
Huh? Lucky. Well, I think it might be a little early to talk about formally pressing charges.
Dad's like, Farina, we've talked about this. Please listen.
But what Lady Farina said just now makes perfect sense. Looks like she's gonna personally deliver justice.
A kidnapping and murder carried out under the cover of a magic show. Lady Farina said it all.
Again, she's just doing this for theatrics. I hate this.
Of course, my dear people. But what excites me even more than the obvious truth before our eyes is the opponent I'll be facing. That's right. I mean, you
I get to be the defense attorney?
Lyney, won't you?
Yes!
After all, he was the one who helped you the first time we met.
I trust him. I will become Phoenix Wright. I will defend him. Who's gonna be the prosecutor? Are you the prosecutor or are you the judge? Is the Chief Justice? Are you? I'm assuming, I don't know.
Then there's no problem at all. You know,
You're the prosecutor? All right.
Already had a duel the
Bring
first
it
time
on.
we met.
I have many years of experience.
But with Lyney's help, our little duel ended in a draw.
I'm assuming the judge is
But
the judge.
draws
I don't know.
really
She's the
are
judge,
the
though.
most boring possible outcome. So no more draws. Between the two of us, there must be a clear winner and loser.
Yes.
And what better place to hold such a riveting showdown and decide the true victor than here, on the grandest of stages, the Opera Epiclese.
Epiclese.
It wasn't a draw. She obviously lost last time.
I don't know what she calls herself.
I understand. Charges have now been pressed, and as such, a trial is in order. Well, Traveler, seems Lady Farina has set you in her sights. But putting her dramatic rhetoric aside for a moment, I would like to ask you.
What do you want?
Are you willing to act as Mr. Lyney's
Yes!
attorney and defend him in this case?
I don't have a choice, but yes, I am.
Very well. The trial will be held a day from now in the Opera House. Both sides may investigate the scene to build their cases and search for the truth.
I'm so excited that it's literally just Ace Attorney. I can't wait. I can't wait. This makes me so happy. You don't understand. I'm supposed to play Ghost Trick tomorrow, but I might just continue this so I can just play Ace Attorney, but Genshin.
Lyney and his troupe are all potential suspects and shall remain within the Opera House. The audience may begin to leave in an orderly fashion once they have been cleared by the guards.
A day isn't that long. Let's see what kind of case this big shot Outlander can build in such a short amount of time.
You gotta build a case too, ma'am.
I'm really quite looking forward to
I'm not the only one presenting. You're the one presenting evidence. I'm there to refute it. You gotta build your case just like I do.
Lyney!
Sorry about everything that happened just now. Were you frightened?
Your friend is dead. I'm sorry about your friend.
Scared after witnessing an accident like that.
Yeah, I'm a little shaken up myself.
Yeah.
How could this happen?
I didn't trust him, but poor Cowl.
Poor Cowl. I know you already claimed that you would defend me, but now it's just us talking. Tell me, do you think I could possibly be the murderer?
I don't think so. I think you're being set up by someone who has something against you or like wants to create, maybe it's to get me involved. I don't know. It's hard to say, but I'm gonna say no.
Good to hear. Thank you so much for trusting me. I'm sure everyone sees me as the biggest suspect at this point. But if you ask me, the whole thing is mysteries layered upon mysteries, such that all that's left is confusion. I don't know whether what happened there on the stage was purely an accident or not. And I don't know why poor Cal was in the box.
The rope is burnt.
As for how that girl chosen from the audience could suddenly disappear, I'm afraid I don't have any answers either. If someone
I want to
tampered with my
investigate the
performance,
stage.
then
Let
we
me
need to figure
investigate
out
the
what they did.
stage.
Even a skilled and knowledgeable magician like myself couldn't pull all that off in just 1 minute.
Which is precisely why we need to investigate. As this book says, the impossible could not have happened. Whatever happened must have been that which is possible.
Where'd you get those glasses? And also, Herlock Sholmes. No, we already did learn about Herlock Sholmes, didn't we? Herlock exists in this universe. Just as he do in Ace Attorney. Gasp.
Paimon bought them when we were reading at the bookshop in the city earlier. Pretty cool, huh?
They're so cute.
Don't worry. Paimon used her own savings to buy them. It wasn't from our travel funds.
I hope he's just as handsome as... I hope he's just as handsome as Ace Attorney Herlock.
You have good taste, Lynette.
That's the right attitude. Feeling depressed isn't going to help me now. I need to get back to my normal self.
Lyney, it's okay to grieve. You're going through a lot. You're shocked.
But
it's
with the
fine.
guards
Take some
watching
time.
Our every move, it's going to be especially difficult for Lynette and I to prove our own innocence.
That's why it's my job. You guys just sit back. I'll do it.
To be our attorneys.
Yeah.
Thanks for that. We'll be counting on you.
I got you.
Yes, thank you so much.
I won't let you down. I'm used to this sort of thing.
Yeah, just leave it to us. Oh, since we're going to start investigating, Paimon has a question first. Where did Lynette go during the performance?
Oh, well, I'm afraid that would involve some of our essential trade secrets as magicians.
Do you want to be acquitted or you do not?
Magic are past saving, Lyney.
Right.
I suppose you're right. The truth behind our tricks is going to be important evidence that will be weighted during the trial. 'Tis truly a pity. As a magician, our magic show is a work of art. We've poured countless hours and spared no effort in perfecting it. But if revealing our secrets will help you uncover the truth behind what happened, then it will be well worth it. We should go somewhere else if we're going to discuss our magic tricks. We'll go speak with the guards, and in the meantime, you can go investigate the stage and the seating areas.
Yes, I wish to investigate the stage.
While the investigation teams are still here, Detective Paimon is on the case.
Yay! It's too bad I don't have my big brain mustache. Oh man.
Hello,
Okay.
officer.
Hello.
Investigation going on?
Hello, officer. We're Lyney and Lynette's attorneys.
I see. You must be the traveler that Lady Farina mentioned. Listen, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'd avoid getting mixed up in this whirlpool of a mess if I were you.
Too late.
Huh? What do you mean?
Come with me and you'll see. The deceased is one of Lyney's assistants, named Cal. Even though he hadn't joined the troupe long, he was hardworking and everyone generally liked him.
Oh god, I love the music that's in the background. It's just, everything is just so Ace Attorney and it makes me really happy. This is exactly the investigation music. I want to hear the courtroom music. I want to hear the, oh gosh, cornered. Give me the Genshin cornered arrangement.
The assistants are usually in charge of setting up and inspecting the props, as well as assisting
He's
with
got
the
a very
show and
round
keeping
foot.
the crowd engaged. As you probably saw when you were in the audience, the water tank suddenly fell and smashed the box with Cowl inside it.
Why was he inside?
This is the real mystery. We've already searched the scene and were unable to find any traces of the girl.
Did you search the
However,
other box?
If you look carefully, the box was positioned directly under the water tank. The ropes holding the tank were then burned by the pyrotechnics on stage.
Are you sure?
Causing them to snap.
Are you sure?
All these factors lining up so perfectly makes it hard to see this as a mere accident.
I don't think it was the
If
pyrotechnics.
anything, the more logical explanation is that the whole incident was intentionally planned, and Lyney is the most likely person to have access to all these areas.
Technically, and then Lynette also has access. Cowl also has access.
Are
Maybe
you both good friends of his?
maybe Cowl planned this all along, but unintentional things happened, and he was used as the scapegoat. I mean, we knew him. We met him 2 days ago.
Well, you can't say we're good friends, but we've known each other for a little while.
So in just a short time, he was not only able to win your trust, but even convince you to act as his attorneys.
Sir, I don't know if you were there or not, but there was a certain Archon that forced me to be their attorney. I agreed, but it was like when people propose, in front of the audience, it was sort of a stress response, even though I do want to be his attorney, but I also was like directly challenged by the god of your nation.
I know there's no such thing as magic. The real trick of a magician is holding the audience in the palm of their hand. I've seen a lot of cases, and I can tell you that people are the least reliable kind of evidence.
People can also be the most reliable evidence, apparently.
Sorry, I tend to be pretty straightforward. Just know that I'm warning you for your own good.
Who are you, Esmond?
Anyway,
I don't know your voice
investigate
actor.
the scene of the crime yourselves if you're curious. Who knows? Maybe you'll be able to come up with some new evidence.
I'm gonna look him up. I probably do know him. Did you post on Twitter, Esmond, that you got your voice? I'm deeply enjoying this background music because, again, it's just courtroom stuff. No, Esmond, tell me who you are. No, I don't know who they are. If you're Esmond, please sound off. Oh, case record. Yes. Can I present evidence? Can I present my attorney badge? Check discovered evidence. Investigate corresponding area. Use perception skill. Find evidence within certain radius. Ooh. Okay, set the rope dangling, causing the tank to fall. It seems evident that Lyney is the likeliest user. However, the reason... okay. Cowl. Well trusted. His job was setting up and inspecting the props, assisting with the show. Inspecting the props, you say? I hope that they, in one of the, like, I hope that one of the achievements is somehow related to Ace Attorney. If we're inside the box, you might have dodged the water tank.
So this is the rope that broke and caused the water tank to fall.
Very short rope.
The rope
She still got the glasses on.
How can it be burned through so quickly by fireworks?
I don't think that it was that.
Why are you suddenly so serious, traveler?
I'm just looking where the rope snapped. The entire case? That's so cute.
Look! This bit is made from different material.
Oh.
Most of it was burned away, but there's still a little bit of it left.
Seems to be. Good job, Lumine.
So if a rope meant to hold something was made with that kind of material in it...
Seems flammable.
Then that means... Wait, why don't you write all this down? Let's take notes.
Investigating location. The rope snapped was... Where the rope snap was made of flammable material. I mean, isn't the entire rope flammable?
Go ahead, have a look around.
Okay, I will. Thanks. This was no accident. Oh no! Oh no, Esmond! Let me go! Crap. Welp. Can I leave the building? Oh no! Crap. Well, if I have to restart, I'll have to restart. I technically haven't investigated anything. Cause I can't get out. Cause I can't switch characters. Crap. Eh! Esmond!
Whoever the murderer was, they must have made preparations well before. Why would...
Oh, she's talking. I'm sorry, I didn't.
Why would it be him? How strange.
Can I use my perception skill? No? Not while I'm flying? Okay. How did I get to it before? How did I think I'm stuck. How did I get to the book before? Dang it. I'm gonna have to leave. Okay, at least it didn't completely get rid of my stuff. Can I just teleport back to the... No? Okay. That's fine, that's fine. Esmond!
Let's move out.
If only I could have been... If only I could have been Kazuha, I might have been able to get over him. Alright, where are you gonna set me back? Oh. Oh, police lines.
Sorry, but no one can freely enter or exit the Opera House at
Except
the
for
moment.
me!
If you wish to leave, you must register your identity with us first.
No, we're not leaving. We're representing Lyney and Lynette as attorneys, so we're investigating the case. Were you always guarding this entrance?
Yes. After the Chief Justice gave the order, everyone coming in or out must undergo a strict inspection. So, the missing girl couldn't have left from here. At least, not from that point on.
Where were you during the show?
I doubt there was much opportunity then either.
How can you be so sure,
Well, because I was in charge of security near the entrance at that time.
She's so
I couldn't see
serious.
Lyney's performance from here, which was quite a shame. Just my luck.
I like her.
But still, I did not abandon my post, and I stayed put no matter how loud the applause was. If someone had so much as even approached the door, I would have noticed it, let alone if they had tried to leave. We Melusines are good at that sort of thing, you know.
So,
They are good at seeing things.
the girl couldn't have left through here. Alright, thank you for your help. This will be useful info.
No one left the Opera House. Only those who had their identities cleared by the guards could leave. Well... Oh.
Hey, you! Yes, both of you. Over here. I've been keeping an eye on you for a while now.
My wife! I love the guy in the purple. The purple hat. No, like the purple hair.
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, you're also among those who wish to cut down the thorns and pursue the truth. No? And by the looks of it, you're not from Fontaine.
Well, you're right on the more about that one, but who are you?
She's Navia. She's so pretty.
Have you never heard of the Spina di Rosula? From mediating disputes and providing protection to solving conundrums.
He's
You
great.
name it. Spina di Rosula does it.
I love the purple one.
I, Navia, have the honor of being its renowned president.
She got sparkles in her eyes.
Though those who play by our rules call me boss.
I'm Silver, her attendant. Pleased to meet you.
Hi, Silver.
And I'm Melus. Demoiselle's various daily needs and affairs are under my purview.
Oh, I like his voice. I like the subtle French accent.
Huh? Boss? Demoiselle? What gives with the names?
Well, I am the second generation president. Malus and the others are still used to my previous title.
My apologies, Demoiselle. Should you prefer, boss, I will endeavor to use that instead.
No,
Like
no
her
need. You don't have to call
nautical
me boss.
theme.
Just Navia is fine.
Cause she's got like she's got a wheel, and her henchman has like an anchor on his hat. Like I'm curious about the naval references. I guess just Fontaine, but.
Okay, if you say so. Not that we're members of Spina di Rasula anyway.
All merely trifling details. Never mind. Now, back to the situation at hand.
So you went to investigate as well?
That's right. I've always kept an eye on the serial disappearance cases. My interest stems from a matter back from my father's time. Judging from the look of things, I find Lyney an unlikely mastermind.
Thank you.
Really? We think so too. That's why we're looking for clues now.
Oh, are they? Oh, okay.
How did you come to that
lines.
conclusion?
It's kind of obvious.
Intuition, naturally. My unparalleled intuition.
Are you the Maya Faye? You're my Maya. I have found my Maya Faye.
Furina sure was quick to point the finger at Lyney without any decisive evidence whatsoever, wasn't she?
Though you're more like Athena. She's more Athena than she is Maya so far. So I'm gonna say you're my Athena.
But that's not uncommon for her. If you remember, the Justice had to interrupt her and ask if she was pressing charges just to keep her from getting carried away. Anyway, a trial begins the moment someone levels charges. And, of course, there was no way Furina was going to back down in that situation.
Sounds more like you just don't trust the Hydro Archon.
Ooh!
Well, what's your opinion? I must admit that she can be interesting at times, but liking her doesn't mean that I'll blindly agree with her.
Well, when you put it like that.
All right, I've answered your question. Now, it's time you answer mine.
Wait a minute, did that answer count?
Well, I say it does. But don't worry, you won't hear any pointless questions from me. In your opinion, do you think it's right to treat a trial like it's an opera?
I mean, I didn't make the rules of this city.
Well?
Not always, I guess.
And why would that be?
That one.
See, Silver and Malus? I told you they'd be different.
Most astute of you, demoiselle. I too think that the traveler's response was most excellent.
Thank you.
No matter how wonderful the script or how fervent the audience's expectations may be, the trials that go on stage here must be based in fact. And if that can be done, boss, then...
All right, that's quite enough, Malus.
Oh.
Anyway, I like your answer. You pass with flying colors.
Woohoo!
Now, I need to make some preparations, following which our joint investigation shall commence. You two shall be my assistants.
No, other way around.
Wait, since when did we become assistants?
You're my Athena. I adopt you.
Oh, well, I can be the assistant.
Yes.
Sure. Or your companion, if you like. I'm really not that fussy.
Perfect.
That's more like it.
Seems you've already agreed then.
Far be it from me to brag, but I believe that Demoiselle's intuition will be...
I always
instrumental
appreciate
in
the
uncovering
assistant.
truth. You wish to save a friend from false accusations, and we wish to unravel the disappearances. In this sense, our goals are aligned.
That they are.
You have a point. Huh. You're quite the talker, aren't you, mister?
Takes one to know one.
What do you think? You seem like you've got something on your mind.
Why is his sunglasses? He's got no arms on his sunglasses.
I have nothing to add.
Oh, alrighty then.
Was that Lloyd Forger? No, maybe not. It kind of sounded like English voice of Lloyd Forger.
We'll be making some preparations first. Just be sure to let us know if they start revealing Lyney's tricks. Thanks!
Alright, I went out of order because I had to teleport out of the way, but we're now gonna go look for the clues. Oh.
Lyney's still talking to the guards. It seems he'll have a lot of explaining to do. I think someone will be assigned to monitor us later, but that's alright. Lyney's still talking to the... I think someone...
I thought I could listen into their conversation. I can't listen to you? I want the audience's perspective. Who knows the lady? Did anyone know the lady? Anyone have information on the lady? Nobody? Who was she? Why was she invited? I feel like that has a major bearing on the case. Can I investigate this box? Yes. Has anyone examined this box? No, I want to look at... Open the box! Who are you?
I see that you're investigating the area. Well, it just so happens that I'm interested too. If you find any new and interesting leads, be sure to share them with me, alright?
Why?
We don't have too many thoughts yet.
Who are you? Are you working for Furina?
Then why don't I tell you my hypothesis first? The way I see it. And I'll start it with that loud thud.
You noticed the thud too!
Thud? Oh, you mean the sound that happened during the countdown?
Yes, exactly. It wasn't terribly loud, but I suspect that most people heard it. It's just that everyone was awaiting the results of Lyney's trick with bated breath, so no one paid it much mind. But now that the incident has happened, the thud has become an important clue.
That makes sense. So, what do you make of it?
I'm of the opinion that it may have been the sound of Lyney's accomplice. Lynette, perhaps. Jumping atop the water tank, or something like that. And when the pyrotechnics went off, she cut the rope, sending the water tank crashing down.
But wasn't the noise we heard too loud for that?
Perhaps the balance wasn't right, leading to a particularly rough landing.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh, that's true.
That's why I'm the attorney and you're just the investigator.
I must reconsider.
That does remind Paimon, though. What was with that sound?
Strange sound. Okay. Do you know who the lady was? Does anybody know who the lady was? Okay, we're not going to jump over Esmond's head.
The investigation team has some new findings. Turns out there's an issue with the random number selector after all.
Oh!
See, I told you. What if the machine picked some big guy's seat? You think the murderer would have still made his move then?
That sounds... Who are you? I know your voice. You sound like Callius.
Sorry to interrupt, but we're helping Lyney and Lynette with their side of the investigation. What were you saying about the number selector? There's something wrong with it?
You're trying to help them? That'll be a tall order.
See, unfortunately, when I play the English version, I'm just like... My brain goes into my, like, VA mode. I'm like, who's that? Who is that? I know that voice. Who did they play? I don't get that with the Japanese one, just because I don't know as many voice actors that are like Japanese voice actors. But I'm just like, I know you.
Lyney used the machine to pick a random member of the audience during his performance, right? The lucky girl that later disappeared. Well, we thought there might be a serious problem with the machine, so we had it taken away for further inspection.
That's not Howard, is it? Kind of sounds like Howard Wang. It kind of sounds like Longa.
It turns out that the seat number it picked wasn't random at all. The machine picks that same number every time. I'm sure you already know that you have to make a reservation in advance to get a seat, regardless of whether it's a trial or some performance. In other words, Lyney knew who would be sitting where from the very beginning.
That much checks out. Lyney reserved our seats for us too.
Why didn't you choose me?
Let's just see why I was saying it'd be tough to make a case for Lyney.
Thanks, sorry to bother you. I'm not sorry, but I'm investigating.
Even though it's bad for Lyney's case, Paimon had better write it down.
I don't know. I feel like it would make a difference because if it's someone that's trying to blackmail Lyney, it's probably someone that's in cahoots or involved with the show, so they probably know. Like, it would go on that number. And they knew the roster. Oh. A person.
Hello there. What are you investigating?
Oh, this location has also been cordoned off because the Magic Troop members are currently considered prime suspects. The investigation team is still collecting evidence.
I know your voice too.
The seats were all booked in advance, so we were able to deduce the missing woman's identity
Oh,
by
that's
checking
good.
the guest list.
Yeah, tell us who he is.
Sure, it's not like this is confidential information. We will publish it later anyway when we petition the public to help us find the missing person. Her name is Halsey. She's a painter from Fontaine who's made a bit of a name for herself.
Huh.
Apparently, she wasn't a regular at the Opera House, but she'd been feeling some pressure with her work lately, which made her decide to come see the magic show.
How do you know this information? How do you know this information?
The Magic Troop members all claim not to know her. We have looked into her social connections. It seems that she has no personal grievances or conflicts of interest with the suspects. Simply put, she wasn't related to the Magic Troop at all, which matches the features of the previous serial disappearances.
Were the victims of previous cases also chosen at random?
Good question, Paimon.
That's how it seems to us, in any case. Apart from the fact that they were all young women of around the same age range, there really weren't any other connections between them.
Okay then.
Thank you for the information.
No need to be so formal. If you do happen to see the missing girl, please be sure to contact us.
Yes.
It is of utmost importance that we get to the bottom of these disappearances.
But it was happening like every 20 years, right? Famous painter. Interesting.
We've checked everything of note here at the performance venue. Paimon wonders how Lyney's discussion with the guards is going.
He's upstairs.
Let's go see, shall we? Ooh, things are getting interesting, huh? We're about to see how magic is made.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought. Yeah, and then like every 4 years, I was going to talk about the people in the back.
Then I will be going with you. Just so you're aware, I will be monitoring your actions and making notes as necessary.
Very good. Thanks for being so agreeable. I'd pull a rose out of my hat as a gift for you if I could.
You may spare the pleasantries. I'm just doing my job.
Hi.
You've arrived. Who's this? Me? I'm Spina di Rosula's guardian angel. If you've got a problem, I've got the firepower. Sorry, I got a little carried away there. Call me Navia. I'm a partner of theirs, and we'll be helping investigate this whole situation. And these are my companions. Would you mind if they join as well?
Fine by me.
Oh, new helpers? I would be most grateful.
Well, let's just say we're tagging along. It's not every day you get to see the secrets behind magic performed on such a large scale.
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me. We'll be heading below stage.
Yay! Pull back the curtain.
Huh? Below stage?
Yes, a world of secrets is hidden beneath this magic box, prepared specifically for this switcheroo trick.
I knew it.
But before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here?
Do I?
I'm not trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand the methods used to perform it more easily.
Well, there were decorations. Now there are no more. Yeah.
Balloons and other decorations here? Where did all that go?
Ah, good eye. That said, you're still far from discovering the answer.
The buck of the door isn't the same. I wasn't paying attention.
The back? You mean the inside of the door? What's different about it? Paimon didn't notice anything.
Very good indeed. I thought you might not be able to catch that, given that you were sitting in the first row. The back of this door was patterned.
Oh, that's true.
Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board. So, if you put 2 and 2 together, what do you get?
There's a box inside the box!
Exactly. All right, let's go. I'll tell you how it works as we head down.
Oh, so there was a passageway under the magic box!
I definitely didn't guess that. And this passage linked the 2 boxes together. Wow, who could have guessed?
I knew you'd figure out most of it as soon as you saw this place. The 2 magic boxes are positioned right above the 2 entrances of the tunnel.
Though it's interesting because he told the lady, like, not to come out or move. So I'm wondering how she knew what to do. Or if it just pushed her in the back. I'm not sure.
See this flatbed trolley? The box with the lucky audience member in it would be shuttled over to the other side using the trolley.
Oh, the whole
this
box.
trolley can raise and lower and even rotate, ensuring that the box will face in the right direction.
Got it.
I see. So that's the purpose of the box inside another
I just
box.
thought they were moving with the tunnel.
Precisely. The inner box would descend after the audience member was put inside and be moved along the trolley. All while the outer box would remain on stage, as if nothing had ever changed.
So that's how you did it!
Yes, Paimon.
Once the box was lowered, the trolley would store some energy through this device here, with which it would complete the rest of the steps. The audience member would only be able to feel some slight movements in the dark, and by the time she walked out, she would already be back on stage.
What about your side of the trick?
Right! You were talking that whole time, and you even came out for a moment near the end!
Ah, yes. A phonograph operated by Lynette was used to achieve that effect.
I figured, yeah.
My assistant and I had already scripted our conversation beforehand. When the countdown began, I had already gone to the opposite box via a tunnel using that ladder.
Aha!
And
Okay.
what about Lynette? Where was she?
Probably somewhere else
I
to
was in the
project it.
mezzanine
Yeah,
space
I
in
was
the
gonna
back of the
say.
Oh, interesting!
That's how we were able to coordinate Lyney's lines with the assistant. And, by the way, I was the one who walked out of the box at the end.
I mean, we are twins. All it takes is a change of clothes and no one can tell who's who.
One of you has a tail and cat ears. I didn't notice. Can you see? Like, is it actually? Like, can you tell that there's a tail? Or I guess maybe she hid it, or obviously he's wearing a hat so it can hide the ears. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I was like, doubt.
And that's my favorite part of this trick. Only Lynette and I can perform it.
So that's how it all worked! Wow! Every detail you revealed was more amazing than the last!
I know, but she's got a tail! Until a lot of thought was put into this.
Lynette would briefly walk out of the box and then go back in, jumping into the tunnel and escaping before the box on the trolley could finish ascending. And then I walk out of the other box in the audience area, and the trick would be complete. The operative word here being would. But as you saw, Cal was in the box, not our audience member. She, on the other hand, mysteriously vanished.
We really don't know how that happened.
If not for that interlude, this would have been an astonishing trick. I probably never would have figured out how you pulled it off. And yet, to think that someone was able to use this magic trick to commit a crime.
Well, it's gotta be someone that
We have a look
knows
around.
the show.
I think we can come up with some more leads.
I would like have access
This
to
is
the
scene of
theater.
the crime.
Yeah.
So Lyney and Lynette are not permitted to stay here. I'll escort them back up.
Yes, of course. No need to be so strict now. I won't disappear into thin air, you know.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Thanks, everyone. We're counting on you.
Okie dokie. Alright. Box inside a box. Box. How many... Every times is the word box said. Take charge of on-stage interactions. Additional layer in the rear. She would appear at the end of the magic track, lead people to believe. Magic box in the center of the audience. Okay. Okay. This is the ladder.
Huh. What's this?
Oh, a grappling hook.
Looks like a
Oh, is that the rope?
tied to the end of a rope. Huh? There's all kinds of odds and ends here.
You didn't mention this.
Perhaps it was a prop for a different trick. But why would it have been left here?
Whatever it is, let's make a note of it first.
First. Ah, the rope is broken. Oh. Oh.
Oh. These are the clothes that the lady chosen from the audience was wearing, right?
Was it?
Her clothes are here, but she's nowhere to be found.
Yeah, I didn't mention a wardrobe change.
Right. And do you really need to do that if you're kidnapping them?
Paimon.
Ugh. This is so confusing. Paimon doesn't want to be a detective anymore.
Her eyes! The eyes changed. That's great. I think that's my favorite one so far. I like, do they show other emotions or is it just this? I don't remember them being swirly.
The floor is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
Speaking of which, why would there be water here?
I mean, there was a giant thing of water earlier.
Oh, Paimon knows. It's one of those tricks where you pour water into a jug and then flip the jug over only for the water to disappear.
I don't know that trick.
And here's a broken vase. Huh. Did the trolley knock it down while moving?
That can't be. The trolley moves along tracks from start to finish.
What if someone was hanging on to the trolley?
Let's note this down too and think about it later.
Likely, yeah. Oh. What can I invest? Oh, the tracks. I was like, huh? What can I investigate? Oh, I can sit. Now I want to sit. Nice. It's interesting what chairs you can sit in and what chairs you can't. Storage boxes. This looks like Cowl's outfit. Is this the same one? Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, a vent shaft. Perfect for a escape. Looks like a vent.
It seems someone could fit through here.
Huh. Could this have been the suspect's escape route?
Alone, perhaps. But if they had to pull another person with them, the space would be too narrow.
I don't know. He can just go backwards, right? They run the magic boxes, yeah.
Oh, you're right. Let Paimon write that down. Seems.
Well, guess we'll never know what Paimon was gonna say. Sorry, Paimon. I want to go this way, though. I can't go this way? I wanted to right there. I was like, I didn't want to care. I didn't care about the ladder.
Well, we've ascertained the state of the crime scene. Let's find a place to sort out our findings once Malus returns. Seems to me that there are several things that don't add up here.
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle.
Oh. It was Malus.
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal escape through the vent?
They believe the odds of that are very low, since the vent leads to the Opera House's basement. The guards have checked the area carefully. No one left through the basement during the performance or after the incident, and no one was found hiding there.
So the tunnels become like a secret chamber then. You know, like the kind you usually see in novels.
It would seem so.
The plot thickens. Halsey's disappearance and Cowell's death are both quite inexplicable.
Yeah, locked room mystery, go!
No wonder Furina was so confident in her accusation. All the current evidence points toward Lyney and Lynette.
But what's the motive?
In other words, the charges are very likely to be upheld unless we make some considerable progress.
Charges and then trial. So if the charges are upheld, they'll announce a sentence?
That's right. This is how a trial goes in the Opera House. During the proceedings, the Chief Justice and the Oratrice will hear statements from both sides.
The Oratrice too?
That's right. This is how indemnitium is produced.
Indemnitium,
The statements from both sides, the defenses from attorneys, witness testimonies, and even the audience's emotions will all be projected on the Oratrice.
Ooh.
To put it simply, it's as if the Oratrice has its own will, and is a judge in its own right.
So,
this
like,
also precludes any kind of favoritism on the part of the Chief Justice. And not that this has ever happened anyway.
yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, but what if it's wrong? Fascinating.
Once both sides have finished speaking, the Chief Justice will make his final decision. This, too, will be used by the Oratrice as a reference. Then, finally, the Oratrice will be consulted by officials. The result it returns is the will of justice itself.
Huh? So that machine is the one that actually decides? Paimon thought Neuvillette called the shots.
In practice, there is very little difference. Both have always come to the same judgment. Which is why people have great faith in the Chief Justice.
Because he's a dragon.
Ah, yes. The guards also asked me to convey that none of us will be allowed to leave this place before the trial.
But I'm hungry.
Huh? Why?
Is there a bathroom? Concessions?
Because we've chosen to act as the twins' proxies. That makes us persons related to the case.
What if I
They're
gotta...
concerned that we might be colluding with outside parties. Or that we might find outside help to disrupt the case. And even if that were not so, it could prove problematic if we happen to spread key information about the case ahead of time.
I'm ready to break out at any time.
Whoa! There's no need for that! Paimon thinks they have a point. That said, are they providing food?
Thank you, Paimon. You understand.
Of course. I just hope you don't mind the lack of options. I'm afraid that catering to all tastes is not in the cards, nor is any guarantee of balanced nutrition.
Now is not the time to be picky.
In that case, let's just sort out our findings together here. Pity. I was hoping to take you to try some of Fontaine's famous desserts, too.
I would love to try
I mean,
desserts.
What better way to properly think through our findings than over some tea and sweets?
Breaking out suddenly doesn't seem like such a bad idea after all.
Paimon, I agree with you.
Just kidding, just kidding. Paimon will still do her best, even if there are no snacks.
What do you mean, no snacks? Of course we'll have snacks. If we cannot buy some, then we'll simply make some.
Is there a kitchen in here?
Huh? Here? But how?
Understood, Demoiselle. Everyone, please come with me.
A kitchen in the opera house? Well, I mean, I guess if they... There's gotta be some kind of concessions.
Wait.
What?
You're carrying a portable stove with you?
Yes, I must be prepared to meet the Demoiselle's baking needs whenever the fancy strikes her.
I have eggs, sugar, and almonds at the ready.
Good work, you two. Then I'll get to it. Please sit tight for a moment. You'll get to taste my awesome snacks soon enough.
These three are quite the interesting group.
Must be a Spina di Rosula thing. Stress baking! Macaroons! Ooh!
That it smelled good while it was still in the oven. Oh, it's even better now.
How do you...
Paimon can't stop drooling.
How do you get it out of the oven?
From the way you had these two guys carrying all that stuff around, Paimon thought you'd have them do more during the baking process. But you ended up doing the entire thing by yourself. Beating the egg whites, grinding almonds.
Wow, fresh ground almonds.
I was applauding.
And I was giving encouraging smiles.
It's not quite what Paimon meant, but okay.
Paimon was just thinking, aren't you worried about getting your fancy dress dirty beating egg whites and baking like this?
Well, I don't think it's carved in stone anywhere that fancy ladies can only read books, sip tea, ride horses, and play the piano. I just really enjoy making snacks.
Horses! There are no horses in this game, but they keep... They keep mentioning horses and there are horse noises. Show me the horses. There are no horses, Navia. Where are they? I'm so confused.
Don't underestimate beating egg weights, by the way. It's a real arm workout. You also need to beat them to just the right consistency, or your macarons will crack. Anyway,
someone needs to clip that.
Fresh out of the oven. There's 3 for each of us.
Someone needs to clip that and title it "There are no horses in Tavat." There are no horses, Navia.
Only 3?
Faces.
Well, eating too many sweet treats might send all that sugar to your head. You wouldn't be able to think clearly about the case on a sugar rush, would you?
Tea is ready to be served as well. This is Demoiselle's favorite, strong black tea with a floral fragrance that clears the mind and lifts the spirit.
I wish I could drink black tea again. Why don't you take a break as well?
No need for concern. I'm merely doing as I should.
Yay, macaroons. Can I get the recipe, Navia?
All right then. Down to business. As Paimon mentioned previously, the tunnel seems to be something of a secret chamber.
What are they doing to the stove?
However, we can assume that Lyney and Lynette were not alone within it. Some criminal also occupied its sealed confines.
What are they doing to the stove? Look at them. What are they doing back there? They look like they're typing. Maybe, I guess they're just cleaning? But what are they cleaning? Cleaning the air.
The magician twins could have committed the crimes, of course, but they lack any logical motive.
That's what I was saying, Navia.
Exactly. Why would they do such a thing right when everyone was watching?
We're left with 2 other people, the missing girl and the deceased.
The flower vase and the thud we heard during the performance could indicate some altercation between Halsey and the criminal in the tunnel, resulting in the shattering of the vase, the discarding of her clothes, and her abduction. Perhaps the criminal thought that since she was chosen from the crowd, she would be too easy to identify if she was still wearing the same clothes.
Paimon thinks that makes sense, but the real trouble is...
Yeah, there's no current evidence except for the rope.
True. None of the clues we found thus far support the existence of this third person. But the only people left to consider are both technically victims. Whether it's the missing girl, Halsey,
or poor Cowl.
Huh. Could Halsey have secretly made modifications to the magic props in order to murder Cowl before making her escape?
We don't know enough about her.
That's right. And even if she had tampered with the setup, she would need to understand the entire trick to pull it off. Nor does she have any motive. The guard said that she has never had any dealings with the Magic Troop's members.
Were we not thorough enough in our search?
There's just not enough evidence.
From the sound of things, this is turning into an impossible case. Your macarons are amazing though, Navia. They smell great! They're nice and crisp and super sweet.
Paimon, I appreciate that you're not remaining sad, but the mood shift was... Where did this come from?
They are my specialty after all. And I see you've already had 5 of them.
What? 5? Oh, that can't be right. Paimon only counted 3, honest.
Please don't worry about it. At my age, a few less sweets might actually be a
You
good
ate
thing.
this poor old man's macaroons.
No. Being greedy is one thing, but Paimon knows how to count. Besides, Paimon knows that if she ate too many, then others wouldn't have enough.
Oh, it's fine. Everyone knows how much you love eating.
Wait, even you don't believe Paimon? How could you?
She's so hurt.
Paimon ate those 2 extra macarons. Then may they turn into stone in her stomach.
All right, we get it. Well, I suppose one of us might have gotten too engrossed in our chat and eaten them by mistake. No big deal. Malus, set up the stove again if you would.
There are still plenty.
What are you doing?
Making sure everyone gets 3 macarons, of course.
Oh, there's really no need to do that. I'm not going to eat any.
Exactly. We don't want to trouble you.
As you wish, demoiselle.
They just spent all that time.
I have the egg, sugar, and almonds.
They'd spent all that time putting it away.
This really is your hobby, huh?
Oh! Hi! Thanks so much for following.
Well, that's it for snack time. I'm going to have another look around the area.
We're enjoying some Ace Attorney, Genshin
But
Impact.
we've still got some time. As attorneys, I suggest the 2 of you think the case over again.
Will do.
It would be awkward if you got all tongue-tied on stage during the trial.
I'm excited for the trial.
All right. Thanks for your help and for the snacks.
Yay, snacks.
It was nothing. A small task for the Spina di Rosula. Silver, Malus, it's time to go.
Bye,
I'll be back
Navia.
if I find anything new.
I love your outfit. Okay. Likelihood of a third person seems very low. I don't know. I think it's still pretty high that there's a third person.
All right. It's time to put our heads together. We've got to get our defense ready for the trial. Oh, it's probably going to be a long and difficult case. There's no point in worrying about that now. We just need to prepare. Here, take Paimon's notes. They should help you review the situation.
Okay. Oh, hi! Thank you so much! I appreciate that. I honestly, it came as a really big surprise for me. I wouldn't say that I'm much in like the Kingdom Hearts fandom anymore, but I do have a lot of merch. Thank you very much. There's some really awesome like nominees in all the categories, honestly. It was really hard to decide like going through all the nominees for pretty much any of the categories. But yeah, thank you. Yeah. It's like missing link has gone missing, apparently. Alright. Where's the book? There it is.
Why would it be him? Gosh. No wonder the serial disappearances never got...
Okay.
We all heard that noise, didn't we?
Alleged Kingdom Hearts game, yeah. Oh yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, The Kingdom Hearts, I still stream Kingdom Hearts sometimes. I just finished playing through Kingdom Hearts 2 again for the first time in like 15 years, and I'm helping out another friend experience the games for the first time. He's playing through Kingdom Hearts 1, and it's been very entertaining. So, but most of my content is Genshin, Final Fantasy 14, various art things here and there. But yeah. Right now we're playing through finally the actual Archon quest, but it's basically Ace Attorney.
The performance would not have been visible from where the doors were guarded. If Paimon were on duty, she would have snuck back into the audience seating. Well, there was no chance Paimon could have seen that and that's why only the two of them can perform this trick. There was no third person. And Paimon didn't eat more than 3 macarons either. Digging a tunnel just for a magic trick? Whew, that must have been a lot of work.
I'm missing one.
That size wouldn't have been a problem for Paimon. Why would it? Whoever the murderer... This rope was obviously tampered with. People needed to register and reserve a seat for the show. That, combined with this number selector, could allow you to pick a young lady.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Paimon doesn't get this at all. You think about it for a bit, Traveler.
I mean, there were other outfits in the tunnel, so they just as easily could have, like, replaced it with another one, like she was suggesting.
This flower vase is probably a prop for the show. But it also could have been used in the crime.
Maybe they hid something in it?
This is probably a prop, too. Oh, looks like it could hook onto a lot of things. Like the Traveler's fishing rod!
I think it's obviously what was holding up maybe the rest of the... But that doesn't make sense, because it wouldn't... But... Unless they replaced that portion of the rope with something else. Okay. Dang it. I guess I'll wait. I don't think there's anything else that I can investigate. Alright. I need to get a snack. Yeah, I'm so excited for the trial. But I need to get a snack before we go to the trial, so hang tight 1 second. Oof. All right. Snack acquired. I am ready. Let's do this thing. I am gonna put my Ace Attorney hat on. Here's my lawyer badge. Let go. Yes, I will point at many people. I have many years of practice. Beautiful. Oh, yeah! Thank you! I appreciate that. Yeah, I drew and designed her myself. She has many emotions, if I remember what they are.
The whole situation is so confusing.
I like doing all the different animations for her. This one I haven't used in quite a while. This one I will probably use a lot during this particular storyline. And maybe this one. I think this is angry. Yeah, I made it. Yeah. This one, if I get angry at Farina, I'll probably use it. I am an artiste. And not only am I a lawyer, I'm also an artist. And a voice actor. I just do everything. Because that's what you gotta do when you're a content creator. I do have some thoughts.
Good plan. Impossible things don't just happen. We'll get to the truth one way or another.
Yeah.
Just relax. Even if everyone else suspects Lyney and Lynette, at least we will be supporting them from the stands.
We will.
Besides, I doubt Farina understands any more about what happened than we do.
She definitely doesn't.
Thanks, Navia. Well, we'll be going then.
Let's go.
Best of luck to you.
Ah, finally, you're back. Well, how did your investigation go?
To be honest, you might be disappointed.
No. We're already very grateful that you were willing to help.
Well now, don't you all look disappointed? Don't tell me that your investigation came up empty-handed. That was to be expected, of course. The guilty can never produce proof of their innocence.
I'm sorry. I'm turning on my mic so that I can chew, so I'm not chewing in your ear. I actually really like how her voice actor is playing her. She's just got the right amount of like pompous. It's very good. It's very light. I like the intonations.
But don't let that stop you. I shall be terribly disappointed should you, my most anticipated foe, concede so easily.
Since both parties are present, I declare that the trial regarding the magic show incident is now in session.
Let's
Firstly,
go!
In order for the audience to understand the causes and results of the incident, could we please have Mr. Lyney explain the trick?
Oh.
Yes, of course. I will explain while Lynette demonstrates on stage. All the necessary items have been prepared.
Where's the audience? Are they the jury? Reveals the details. Everyone is stunned.
Thank you, Mr. Lyney. In that case, I take your statement to be that you ran to and remained hidden within the magic box in the audience stands once the trick began, and thus could not have committed the crime. Is this correct?
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
In that case, I call upon the prosecution. Lady Farina, do you wish to refute his statement in any way?
Why, of course I do. Allow me to take the first shot and break this case wide open. Mr. Lyney is clearly lying. There is no way you could have been in the box the whole time if you were to abduct Halsey and murder Cowell. In fact, I'd say you were hardly in that tunnel at all.
She did the thing she pointed.
That is simply your hypothesis based on the presumption that I'm guilty.
Oh, is that so? And if I may ask, what did you hear while you were inside your box?
A thud?
The roaring countdown of the crowd, of course. That's how I kept track of the time and built anticipation for the finale.
And you didn't hear anything else at all? Nothing that might leave an impression of any kind?
No, nothing.
I see. But when the count reached 30 seconds or so, there was a thud. One so loud that I believe practically everyone heard it.
Well, I mean, like, he's in a box. He's not listening for it. He could have been under the tunnel system. You don't know.
Huh?
Hey, hang on. Something's not right here.
How could Lyney not know about the sound?
Yeah, I'm sure he could have heard a noise that loud from inside the box.
I was right by the box, and I definitely heard the thud.
Oh no!
Look at those scales. Could those mean...
Probably represent the Oratrice's stand on the trial.
gentlemen, allow me to use the words of the magician himself. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye. Indeed, it seems his alibi can also collapse in the blink of an eye.
Go off, Queen, I guess.
Of course, I have armed myself to do far more than smash your alibi. Confidence cannot go unfounded, and my foundations are rock solid.
She is an excellent Ace Attorney prosecutor. All of them act like this. She's basically, it's so funny because someone drew Nouvellette as, oh gosh, why can't I remember his name? But there was the most recent prosecutor in the Great Ace Attorneys. I don't know why I can't remember his name, but like him holding the wine and drinking the wine, and like they drew him as the prosecutor. It's not Von Karma. That's the one from the original set. Von Zeke. Yeah, I think it's Von Zeke. But she just reminds me a lot of him.
Tell me, aren't you and Lynette actually from the House of the Hearth?
Gasp! What's that?
The House of the Hearth?
There, Fatui. Wait, have we? We've heard of the House of the Hearth, right? Because did Childe tell us about it? Or did we read about it? Because that's the organization that like keeps adopting orphans and or making orphans. Yes, yeah. So that they could raise them to be child soldiers. Ooh, those eyes.
No wonder they did something like this.
So
Yeah,
the
yeah.
serial disappearances were the Fatui's doing. Now it all makes sense.
I've got a feeling that what happened on stage probably wasn't just an accident.
That's irrelevant. Our identities have nothing to do with what happened.
Indeed. Then perhaps you could tell us everything that happened during that 1 minute. Your first priority is to prove yourself innocent after all. I'm sure there is little that needs to be kept secret now. Unless your script already has holes in it.
These transitions are also really nice. Like with the flipping and flopping, it's very good.
The Outlander is speechless. My, oh my, don't they look flabbergasted. Now comes the infighting and discord, I suppose. This was almost too easy.
You underestimate me.
Good thing I made all those preparations. Seems the all-nighter I pulled last night is really paying off.
Hey, Lyney, why didn't you tell us this before?
I know, I kept seeing that all over my TL. Like them doing the thing where it's like, how dare they be Fatui? Oh, hi, Childe! We still have his vision, by the way. How did that duel go?
Order! Order! Mr. Lyney, allow me to reestablish the facts. Lady Farina has raised 2 points. First, when the thud was
Oh, it's in
heard
the
Opera
inventory!
House, you were neither in the box nor the tunnel. Second, you and Ms. Lynette are both members of the House of the Hearth. Are these claims true?
There's no doubt about a magician's ability to con others. Given how Lyney has concealed his identity, this could all have been set up beforehand. Plus, Childe is here in Fontaine along with the other house operatives. There must be some scheme at work here. I've been a victim of such schemes before, and now...
Please answer my question, Mr. Lyney.
Ooh, angry!
I'm sorry. Yes, they're true, Your Honor.
I knew it!
Well, that's it. We might as well move on to the sentencing already.
What should we do now?
Permission to speak, Your Honor.
Granted.
My defense cannot, Maclinus was... I mean, I guess he technically... I don't think he's not withheld it. Because it wasn't asked of him. But what key information am I... Lumine, what key information are you talking about?
In that case, what is your request?
A brief adjournment. Oh, he's held it from me. Okay, understood. I didn't know who he was saying she withheld it from.
Is that really necessary? They're already as good as guilty.
Shut up.
The defendant deceived their own attorneys. What is there left to discuss?
I don't think he just...
Order! Order, I say!
He didn't deceive me. I just didn't know. Ask him.
And we shall adjourn. This trial will reconvene in 1 hour.
Wow, an hour.
So you would stick to Mr. Lyney's defense even after knowing what you do now? You certainly have more professionalism than I thought.
I have a good buddy who's a Fatui.
My dear audience, let's allow the joy of victory to steep for a little while longer.
Wow. While court is adjourned, you meet with Lyney and Lynette backstage in the Opera House. I know this room. Why are we so upset?
Well, this is awkward. I didn't think the Hydro Archon would dig all that up. I'm sorry, Traveler and Paimon.
Don't apologize.
Yeah, sorry.
It wasn't necessary to the case.
Paimon doesn't know where to start. We trusted you two. We based our entire reasoning on the assumption that you weren't bad guys.
I mean, they're not all bad
Not to
guys.
set the wrong tone or anything, but Paimon's really mad.
I'm very sorry. I know you're angry, and reasonably so, but please, let me explain.
Yes, please.
I know you've clashed with the Fatui several times before. I wouldn't be surprised if just hearing the word is enough to make you upset. But our organization is very, very large, and the Harbingers have very different personalities and goals.
It's true.
Right now, we want to save people. As many as we can.
That's right. I'm sure we're on the same page when it comes to this nation and the disaster that its people might face.
The drowning thing?
I knew if it weren't for our respective identities, we could become good friends.
I have a good friend who's a Fatui right over there. I have his vision,
That's why I
apparently.
didn't wish to flat out lie to you, but chose to hide some details instead.
Exactly.
The truth is very important, but being completely transparent about everything would see us spending more effort than we need to.
How can we know this isn't all just another lie? Jeez. Lumine.
Right. So, you be the judge. Heck, if I were you, I fear that I'd even struggle to trust me at this point. You met a Fatus who works as a magician, a trickster by trade. All by coincidence, too.
Fatus? A Fatus? Is that like an individual Fatui? Is a Fatus? That's hilarious. I love that. Just as a term, a Fatus. A single Fatus.
But still, I'm asking you to trust me. I am no criminal. At least, not in this case.
Sorry. Please forgive us.
Well, you both say that, but... Right. Let's hear your answer first, and no lies now.
I want that one.
Of course. I'll answer any question you ask.
Where were you on the night of the 18th?
We've been trying to find out how the Oratrice operates. We want to know why it has a consciousness. Why can it deliver sentences accurately?
I mean, valid.
During our investigations, we learned that the machine's core is beneath it.
Oh.
From that moment on, Lynette and I have been designing this box swap trick with the objective of getting close to the core.
Ooh.
Is that why you needed a whole minute?
That's right. In truth, the audience would take about 75 seconds to count down from 60, while I would only need 15 to get to the opposite box. So, after jumping into the tunnel, I accessed the Opera House basement via the vent, and went to investigate the room in which the core is stored.
So what you're saying is that the guards suck at investigating and saying whether someone actually went through the vents.
That air vent was created during the construction of the tunnel specifically to execute this step.
And what did you find? Oh, hi, Tay-Tay. How's it going?
Well,
we're playing Ace Attorney! We're defense attorneys!
As soon as I reached that room and was about to investigate, I heard someone's voice.
Tay, we're defense attorneys. We have become Phoenix Wright. Oh, I mean, like, so the thing is, I get it, but I also don't get, like, the severity of the reaction, you know? Because, one, it didn't necessarily have bearing on the case to begin with, so why would he need to share that information? He did technically withhold information, but, you know, I still don't think that he has much to do with the everything else. Right. And again, that point I do understand, but they, like, he couldn't have known that she was going to look it up. You know, again, it really didn't have a bearing much to the current case at hand. And he couldn't have known how she would respond. And maybe he feared that she would stop wanting to be his attorney. So, you know, I understand both ways. Sorry, I need to get some water. Right, for sure. And, like, Case and Frenia's point also. The idea that it's like, how dare you be Fatuis? Oh, hi, child! Oh, man. Right. No, in this particular, like, situation, especially because Farina is known to make a big deal of stuff. We'll hold your flower. But yeah, it's interesting regardless. It really doesn't make sense, but it makes for interesting plot.
Which should have been impossible, of course. I was quite certain that I was the only one in the room. That voice seemed to recognize me and tried to speak to me. I chose to err on the side of caution and retreated the way I came. On the way back, I saw the broken vase and the clothes on the ground, but the countdown was almost finished, so there wasn't time to give it any thought.
Yeah, thank you so much, JK. I appreciate the support. Hope you're doing well, and good luck with studying for class. Have a wonderful evening. Feel free to stop by anytime. I'm going to hopefully be doing a stream for Reconnect the weekend before, so I'm excited for that. You don't like Childe? Gasp. Tay, how could you? No, I also am like, whatever. I'm whatever about Childe. He's just a meme.
After that, the homicide occurred just as you saw.
Well, that explains why you didn't hear the thud.
Because of that prophecy I told you about, of course. We must know all we can about this nation's secrets in order to deal with that prophesized crisis.
That's the only way we can save everyone.
So, there you have it. The whole truth. I swear, I didn't hide anything from you this time.
Are you sure? I mean, if he jumped in a river, Tay, I unfortunately don't think that would do anything. Because he has Hydro abilities. Yeah. No, I definitely think so too, Frenia. You become immune.
It was never my wish to proceed under this cloud of mistrust either. But like I said earlier, you can be the judge. If you want to leave because you don't trust the Fatui, there's nothing I can do to stop you.
And see, again, I think this is the main reason he originally didn't say anything, is because he thought that he would lose the only person that's actually trying to defend him.
Well, Traveler, you decide. Paimon will follow your lead however you choose.
I don't have a choice. I believe in the facts. Oh, you actually do have a choice. It's not really a choice because it's gonna go the same way either way, but I will continue to defend you. I don't care about your background as long as you don't hurt me or my friends.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for giving us a chance.
The current problem is that the scales are tipped pretty badly against you two. If we want to refute the Hydro Archon's accusations, we're gonna need a seriously watertight defense.
Do we have the key?
Huh?
Lumine, explain! This is exactly like Ace Attorney. They're like, yeah, we know exactly what we're doing. Do I get to present evidence, or is it just gonna be like, I don't have an option? Can I have my health bar explode some to get the right evidence, and then I get a guilty verdict and I have to restart?
Oh, Paimon thinks she gets what you mean.
Oh, I get to present evidence? Oh, gasp. I'm excited. Oh, dang it. I was hoping you could get it wrong. Mysterious voice. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, okay. I mean, that's kind of the same. You just don't get penalized. The nail-biting trial reconvenes.
Both parties have returned to their positions. Let us continue the trial.
Okay.
When last we left off, Mr. Lyney acknowledged the new evidence presented by Lady Farina as fact. Therefore, Lady Farina may continue stating her reconstruction of the events.
Ugh, that took long enough. Now then, if everyone would lend me their attention...
there's no one else to talk about.
Stage, let's revisit
Point.
that scene from Lyney's perspective.
Ah! Take that. Ooh! Oh, this is so fun! Ah! I am so happy. Yay, loopholes! Oh, do I get to say, hold it! I'm just gonna say it, even if I don't actually say that. Okay, use the evidence and clues obtained during the investigation, refute erroneous assertions or assertions of fact, or replace them with new inferences. Use your refutions to convince the audience and obtain support. When you find and refute all incorrect content, complete the cycle of refusion. Woo!
As the countdown began, he entered the tunnel.
Okay.
When the flatbed trolley
Ooh.
passed, he opened the box and got into an altercation with Halsey, which caused the loud thud.
I love his art.
He did not realize that this sound could be heard by everyone in the opera house, which is why he claimed earlier that he could not hear the sound. Finally, he used the vase to knock her out, before making her change clothes to prevent others from recognizing her. At this time, Cowell arrived in the tunnel, having heard that strange noise, and caught Lyney red-handed.
I can't imagine this boy punching anybody.
So Lyney proceeded to knock him out too before stuffing him into that box.
I love the impact, like clouds, like boom. Just how fiercely he's punching him. But Cowell was on stage the whole time. Or no, that was Grimmick, right? But Grimmick, they were wearing this same outfit.
Afterward, Lyney passed the unconscious Halsey to his accomplice through the magic box in the audience stands, before operating the devices such that Cowell's death would be ruled an accident.
But again, tell me your motivation.
And there you have it. That's the truth behind what happened.
Does the defendant's side have any objections to Lady Farina's description of the events?
I do, because where did the body go?
The key to refuting Lady Farina is the order of events. What Lyney experienced and what he saw.
I was gonna say. Because we have this information now.
Seems this won't produce.
It's making it go everywhere. I'm sorry. Let's see. This is the one where I want to figure it out. Okay. He didn't witness the crime taking place. Didn't hear the thud. Maybe that one? No. I don't see how this one would help. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay. This is the one where I think I need to potentially rebuttal. Because it talked about him not being in the tunnel. I mean, I guess maybe the core chamber? Okay.
Lyney went to the room that contains the Oratrice's core. This...
Return to the tunnel. Do I have to... Can I use only... I know she speaks. I know. I'm assuming it looks like I can only use each one once. I'm assuming the first one maybe... Okay. Oh, I don't? Oh, okay, I wasn't sure. Walked in on him, so the ladder knocked him out. I'm gonna do... Do I have the base? Do I have that as an option? No, if I had the duress. I was gonna say...
Lyney did not take part in the underground altercation.
Yeah.
He only witnessed traces of the aftermath.
This one I feel like also needs to be... I tried this already. What? No, I tried that already!
He left via the vent after entering the tunnel. He couldn't have had that altercation with Halsey.
Didn't I do that already?
Attention! Ace Detective Paimon has something to say.
Didn't I already press that? I feel like I did that there. Did I do it out of the order that they wanted? It's very Ace Attorney.
When the countdown started, Lyney did indeed go into the tunnel. But he immediately used a vent to access the Opera House basement, which is where the underground core of the Oratrice is stored. Once he reached that area, he heard a voice in what should have been an empty room. Since he felt something was amiss, he returned immediately. The crime scene had already developed by the time he reached the tunnel again, and in order to complete the magic trick, he did not remain there for any length of time. he reached the surface, and that was when the accident happened from his point of view. Therefore, he's innocent.
That's very, very bold of you, Paimon. We're balanced. Yay! Successful refutation. I did it. I'm so good at lawyering.
Paimon did it! Paimon actually managed to say all that! Wasn't it awesome?
It was wonderful, Paimon.
In other words, you believe that he knew nothing of the incident?
That's right!
Moreover, I believe my opposition's reasoning is flawed.
My reasoning?
Yeah, it's obviously clearly... Oh, true, by chance, yeah.
If that's the case, then if Cowell hadn't entered the tunnel, who was the entire setup meant to kill?
It's true.
Assuming that what you say is true, Lyney only needed to kidnap the young girl to cause a new disappearance case. What would the point of killing someone on stage be?
This is what I mentioned before.
They have a point.
That's right, you tell him! And that's why they're partners of mine. They've managed to turn things around.
We did a turnabout! Everybody! Let's get some, I don't know, I have no Ace Attorney. I have some Herlocks. Does anyone have the ability to use the Herlock emote? This is perfect for Herlock. Sholmes. Anybody have the Sholmes emote? I think it's called like Big Brain or something. We did a turnabout. Congrats, everyone.
Well, your denial is very strident. I'll give you that. But what proof do you have to back your claims?
Do you happen to remember how you refuted Lenny's alibi initially?
Of course I do. If he had been in the magic
There
box
it is.
the whole time, how could he have not heard that sound? Why do you ask? You're saying that he wasn't?
He wasn't in the room. Ah. What is that? Choose the evidence based on... Okay, irrelevant. Oh, how dare you say this is irrelevant? Okay. I don't remember what she was asking.
That's right! Lyney wasn't in the box or in the tunnel. That's why he didn't hear anything strange during the performance.
Right.
This means that when the crime happened, Lyney had already entered the basement via the vent.
Via the vent.
The same clue you used to disprove his alibi has now become the best proof! How do you like that?
Well played. To think you'd use such logic. Well then, if it wasn't Lyney who committed the crimes, then who was it?
It was a third person. I don't know. The murderer was... Oh, good. Oh, now we get to do the prosecutor thing. This is when you combine all the evidence to come to a conclusion. Fill in empty gears, verify correctness. If you make mistakes, you must make another selection. Logic chain. Okay. This music! Oh, sorry. In case of fireworks released. I don't think that's right. Right. Oh, this music is so good! Okay. By using the box.
Could there have been a third person involved? Is that really a possibility?
I can't look at them. I honestly, I pseudo think that it was him, but I'm not sure.
Halsey is the missing person and an ordinary audience member. Or did she have her own scheme all along?
It was convenient.
The deceased's name is Cowell, Lyney's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment.
Or someone dressed up as him because he was wearing a mask. Would that be considered a third party? Or would I need to present Cowell and be like, he was dressed up like him? I don't know.
Could there have been a third person?
Okay. Because the assistant would have known what to do. And he would have known how to tamper with things. Had he? I don't remember. Oh, yeah! I do remember. Because Lyney had said that at the start of it, right? And that's why I was sus about him. Yay, my hypothesis was correct.
That can't be right. Are you serious? The killer was, in fact, Cowell, the deceased!
Oh, is that so? How interesting! Let's hear your reasoning then.
Okay, you're ready.
What I must do next is recreate the truth. What Cowell did, and how he went from would-be perpetrator to victim.
Okay. Select and queue to view detailed information.
No one entered or left the opera house through its entrances. So, where would the criminal have wanted to take Halsey?
Ventilation systems?
The deceased's name is Cowell, Lyney's assistant. Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel. The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal.
Oh, true, the thud.
Lyney was not in the tunnel at that moment. It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. They would likely have bumped into Lyney as well. Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel. The sound we heard may have come from a... No one entered or left the opera house through its entrances. The deceased's name is Cowell, Lyney's assistant. It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. They would likely have bumped into Lyney as well. No one entered or left. It would have been tough
I think
for both
maybe
people to
that
fit.
one. Oh, incorrect. Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. All right.
No one entered or left.
But not the dress? The dress is a no?
Lyney was not in the tunnel at that.
Okay. Interesting. How can we savage Lyney as having been unable to interfere with the crime?
Lyney was not in the tunnel at that.
I'm a little confused because now it's saying...
No one entered or left the op. Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel.
Okay, so just the other one. Okay.
No one entered or left the opera house through its entrance.
Well, what am I... There were no other clues that I could... Oh, am I not able to win? Is she still here? Is she in the basement?
What's wrong, Traveler? Are you still having trouble figuring things out?
No. Oh, okay. I just want to make sure. I was like, I'm not that stupid. I have played detective games before. It's like I don't understand.
I see how it is. So this was all just a bluff. And here I thought you had something to show for it. But it seems you're still far from the truth.
Look, since we're at a dead end, why not consider a different track?
Can I have more time to investigate? Nouvelette, can I have another day to investigate? You only gave me less than 24 hours.
Just like the trick as it transpired, the end result must have been utterly different from the magician's initial design.
If only we knew how Halsey disappeared.
Well, that would be nice, but the tunnel only has 3 exits, and none of them seem very likely. And it's not like this is a magic trick where you can just make a real live person disappear. You know, like you did from that water tank, Lynette.
Escaping from the water tank. Yeah, how did you do that, Lynette?
Excuse my interruption, dear opponents. But do you not see that the crowd is growing impatient? There is no greater sin in this opera house than an awkward delay in the performance.
At least the scales are...
If the defense is unable to make further effective arguments, we will move on to the next stage of the trial.
Uh-oh. Take that! Hold it! Yes, my time has come! Hold it!
Lyney was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time. The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the deceased's name is Cowell, Lyney's assistant. The vase was not broken by chance. It was used to cover important evidence. The water.
Ah, I see. I wonder what's the difference with the water.
Oh, Paimon gets it! It all comes together if Halsey disappeared instead of being kidnapped. Lynette escaped from the water tank, vanishing gradually and leaving only clothes behind.
Oh. A good point, Paimon.
There's a similar method where a person could be transformed into water.
Oh, just a moment, please. I do hope you know how preposterous you sound at the moment. How could a person ever be transformed into water? This is reality we're talking about here, not some magic trick.
Yes, personal effects. Where's the body?
Must we really? I should think that of anyone. Your friend Lyney already knows this truth very well. Magic tricks are ultimately just illusions and misdirection. But Halsey's disappearance is very real. We're talking about 2 completely different things.
Even so, I trust the Traveler's judgment.
Yeah.
The truth must be out there somewhere. Perhaps some new line of reasoning may open if we try to gather all the focal points that don't make sense. Since Cal was the deceased, we haven't placed much attention on him.
It's true.
But given that we aren't making much progress with the case, it wouldn't hurt to have a look at his belongings, would it?
I knew I didn't like the guy.
People really do come up with all sorts of harebrained schemes when at the end of their rope. The way I see it, your suggestion that we broaden the scope of our investigation is nothing but a tactic for stalling the trial.
Which you love.
Nevertheless, I believe that this is a reasonable request on the part of an attorney.
What
Since
about
the trial
that
does indeed
cross-leg?
appear to
Those
be at an
boots!
impasse, I believe that additional evidence may help us make more progress.
Yay!
Guards, please step into the lounge and examine the personal effects of the deceased, Cowell.
After some time, the god returns with news.
We are still examining the items, but we have already made critical progress that we feel must be shared with everyone post-haste.
What you got, Esmond?
We discovered several test tubes of fluid within Cowell's baggage, each labeled separately. The notebook in his backpack claims that these fluids are water from the primordial sea.
The primordial sea?
He's like,
The note's contents also indicate that Cowell belonged to an organization that sells illegal drugs and that he had an accomplice.
Wow.
The notebook has many entries concerning safe usage of these fluids, in which the keyword dissolve appears many times. One of these tubes was labeled Opera Epiclese, along with yesterday's date. It is empty. The notes also state that these dissolution properties work exclusively on people from Fontaine. It's likely that Halsey was chosen as some sort of test subject.
Valid.
As such, we believe that the defense's hypothesis is, in fact, supported by sufficient evidence.
Oh, yeah.
You've got to be kidding. People dissolving into water?
Could something so ridiculous actually be true?
Wait a moment. This reminds me of a certain prophecy, but it's just a coincidence, isn't it?
Huh. If people can become water, does that mean that the water tank's real use was as a means to hide water stains? And if Cowell was targeting that girl... Wait just a minute. Could that mean... You two, with me, quick!
Ooh.
Demoiselle, wait! What about your partners?
Let's go. Just trust me.
Order! Order!
Ooh.
It is undeniable that further examination of the deceased's personal effects has yielded some surprising results, but we cannot yet verify the veracity of these clues. Still, let us assume that these clues are indeed authentic, albeit with the understanding that Ms. Halsey has yet to be found. Guards, please continue examining the items along these lines.
Can we collect the water that was in the pot?
It appears your hypothesis is supported by the evidence, so please continue speaking.
Yeah.
Of course. Thank you, Your Honor. If we uphold this hypothesis, I believe that many of this case's seemingly unrelated clues can be connected together.
Can you explain the water trick, the tank?
That one didn't make sense at all.
I think it does.
Let's think about this. Cowell's methods must have something to do with that water from the primordial sea.
Now it seems like the hook rope was not meant for another magic trick, but was instead some form of triggering mechanism. The rope that strung the water tank up was lit by the fireworks and cut. As such, the focus here is on the water and not the tank. The water from the primordial sea should already have been prepped before Halsey entered the magic box. Lynette was in the magic box on stage the entire time. Did she have something to do with this? I remember there was something else within the inner layer of that box. The deceased's name is Cowell, Lyney's assistant. Lynette was in the magic box on... The rope that strung the water... Now it seems like the hook rope was...
Oh, what item did the culprit use to hide the mechanism behind the crime?
I remember there was some...
Oh,
The water from the primordial sea should already have been prepped before... The deceased's name is Cowell.
What item did the culprit use? Oh, I also was not looking at them. I was just like putting them together. Okay, can I go back? Well, okay. Magic box is 2 layers. The entrance, it's how the lucky. Okay, I get it now. I get it. It makes more sense why it was saying no. Yeah.
The water from the primordial sea should already have been... The deceased's name is Cowell. The water from the
It makes so much more sense now. Because it makes so much more sense. I wasn't looking at the questions. I was just like, these four, squish them together. No wonder I was getting it wrong. I wasn't actually reading the questions at all. I was just looking at the evidence. Now it makes sense. I will not be as dumb anymore.
It's Ace Detective Paimon's time to shine again!
Yeah!
In the original plan, Cowl would tamper with the water tank rope, and the number selector securing his...
Look how evil his expression is.
When the magic box containing Halsey was lowered, the metal hook would retract gradually and pierce the balloon at the top of the box. When the balloon attached to the box popped, the water from the primordial seed inside it would pour down and dissolve Halsey. Afterward, Cowl would enter the tunnel and break the flower vase to conceal the water inside the tunnel, with the remaining evidence being covered up by the water tank on stage. But he encountered something unexpected in the tunnel, and wound up being fatally hit by the same water tank he meant to use to cover his tracks.
I feel like this is a little much.
Huh. That does make sense.
That actually links together a lot of the
They're
more
clapping?
confusing pieces of evidence.
Oh.
Oh dear, what do I do? Even I think they sound convincing now. Have I falsely accused an innocent person?
At least she's considering it.
Now, it seems like the only point of contention remaining is the exact circumstances that led to Cowl's death. His notes mentioned he had an accomplice who could be related to the situation.
Uh-oh.
On that note, the guards have just contacted me indicating that they uncovered...
Is it Lynette?
I shall now invite him on stage to share it with us.
Oh!
Thank you, Your Honor. We were just inspecting the luggage of the other people involved in this case.
That definitely sounds like Howard Wang. I was like, that sounds like Langa.
And we found an identical sample of the water from the primordial sea among Lyney's personal effects.
What?
He was framed.
That can't be. Oh, I see. Well, how wonderfully comedic to have your own counterattack only to come back and wound you.
But, like, isn't that how Lynette was able to disappear into the water? And leave her clothes behind? Like, that's still a point of contention.
Does this not clear all doubt? My dear citizens, my loyal audience, allow me to present my reasoning and bring this performance to a swift close.
Uh-oh, here we go. Refutation time.
He did not need to take part in the dissolution of the young woman at all.
Oh, I didn't know.
Indeed, he did leave the scene via the vent.
I don't know. I didn't know it was permanent dissolving. I thought it was for a limited amount of time. Or maybe there was a reverse. I don't know.
Having made modifications to the props beforehand, his accomplice Cowl then caused Halsey to vanish using the water from the primordial sea. But upon his return, in cruel avarice, Lyney desired
Here he goes punching him again.
to do away with his partner in
This
crime.
man can't punch anybody.
Ultimately, he knocked Cowl out, and the tool meant to cover the crime up also became a murder weapon.
So then you're saying he put Cowl on stage underneath you. So what you're saying is he put him in the box?
Now, as much as I regret having come to such a viciously straightforward conclusion, it does seem that the famed Fatui is quite the cold-blooded and ruthless organization.
Incorrect, Farinia. You can't... I keep calling her Farinia. It's Farina, but it's too close to your name. But that she's doing incorrect prosecutor things. She's doing correct prosecutor things if she was an Ace Attorney prosecutor, because she's making the audience / jury go against them based on preconceived notions. But yeah.
Am I right, Mr. Lyney?
We've used up all the evidence we collected. There's no way for us to make a rebuttal here.
I don't think so.
Is this the end of the road?
We have other evidence.
I can't think of anything either. It doesn't look like there's any way around this. Seems using the water as new evidence was too good a move.
Well, he definitely could have just, like, put him on it or framed him.
I think we've all seen enough now. And we have ample witnesses to my flawless reasoning. I believe this is indeed the finale.
If this is like any... Oh!
Now then, my good, noble Chief Justice, should we not, in your view, move... excuse me, everyone, but I must interject.
New evidence. She really is the Athena.
Miss, I must ask you not to shout and to respect the ongoing legal proceedings.
Oh, come on. Don't be hasty. I have a good reason for interrupting, you know. Now, would anyone here like to take a little break from all this debate and see a little magic? I'll show you an amazing trick. One that can bring a young woman who has disappeared back in the flesh, right before your very eyes. Please, do the honors, Mr. Lyney, if you would be so kind.
What in the world is she saying?
No offense, miss, but miracles like that are beyond my scope as a magician.
Come on now, don't be silly. Magic is all about misdirection, isn't it? It often conceals the truth while presenting a fascinating illusion. But once everyone believes the illusion, can't magic reveal the truth to them once again? And wouldn't such a trick be the most marvelous finale to today's performance? Come on, Lyney and Lynette. Give it another go. Don't worry. Spina di Rasula has made the necessary arrangements on your behalf. But as the magic makers and stars of the show, I think I should leave the final performance to you.
I'm confused.
I understand.
And voila.
Huh?
Sorry for the interruption.
Wait, isn't that Halsey? So the whole thing about people dissolving wasn't true after all?
To be clear, I'm only here because this person told me that if I testified, the merit of doing so would lessen my sentence.
She was an accomplice.
I was hiding outside this room listening to the proceedings because I was afraid that I would be the one put on trial. I was just feeling happy that no one had noticed me. And then before I knew it, she caught me.
I mean, it wasn't... I mean, okay. So I guess I understand because no one's been allowed to leave this entire time. So it makes sense that she wouldn't really have anywhere she could go, nor would she be able to get out of the crime scene, so...
That'll teach you to underestimate us three.
Me!
Where should I begin? I'm sorry. I'm the one who killed Cowell. I admit it.
I don't... If I know Ace Attorney, I don't... there's something missing.
What? Why?
Firstly, my name isn't Halsey. It's Lillian, and I'm originally from Mondstadt. I heard that Lyney's show was going to be a real thriller, but I missed the chance to buy a ticket, so I stole one. That's how I make a living. I steal stuff here and there. And I'd never been caught before.
She has
But
water.
I was noticed at the harbor a few days ago, and I barely got away.
Oh!
Lyney was the one who caught me in the act.
Ah! Oh, okay, I remember.
Hey, no wonder you look familiar.
I remember now. It's been like 4 days.
You even mentioned that you were pretty skilled.
Well, and I thought that would have been the end of it, but then the number selector chose me.
But we know that the number selector was rigged.
He even mentioned the Fortress of Meripede. That's a prison, isn't it? So you can imagine how shocked I was. I thought he was on to me for sure.
So I played along with the show while looking for an opening to flee, but then I got water poured on me for no reason, and then someone jumped into the tunnel to nab me. I wasn't going to take that lying down, so I knocked him out and stuffed him into the box.
I mean, you know, like you do. Any self-respecting person would have done the same thing.
There was nowhere to run from there, though, so I had to change my clothes and hide in a box containing performance costumes. I slipped out after the first guard arrived at the scene and continued hiding inside the opera house.
Can a person even hide in there?
Professional thief could make it work.
But I swear, I didn't know that the water tank would fall down. Really, I swear it. Had I known that, I wouldn't have put him in the magic box. I may be a thief, but I'm no killer.
But you literally just admitted you literally just admitted that you killed him.
Well, that makes everything pretty clear now, doesn't it?
This time, we need to tell the entire story from Lillian's perspective.
I'm still much skeptic.
Was not broken to cover anything up, but was smashed during the struggle between Lillian and Cowell.
Okay, interesting. I thought it would be the dress for sure. Oh, really?
The strange sound wasn't from a fight.
Oh, okay.
It was Lillian's attempt to break out when she was frightened. Lillian was afraid that she would be recognized if she left.
I'm slowly trying to put it together.
She clothes and hid, biding her time. Just what one might expect of an experienced thief.
Oh, I got it. Woohoo, I win.
It's Ace Detective Paimon time!
She's just so excited.
Having been selected out of the blue, Lillian panicked.
I don't think it was out to the blue. Oh, but wait. But she said she stole the ticket. So I'm wondering... who she's... Right. Okay, I got it.
Her panic only intensified after she entered the tunnel and had water poured on her head. So she kicked the door open, producing the thud we all heard.
And that's why it didn't work. Because she's not from Fontaine, she's from Mondstadt. So I guess that's... Because Cowell's still the one that did this whole thing. Yeah, okay, I got it. I understand. I'm getting it. It's late. I'm tired. But okay, I understand now.
Hearing the commotion, Cowell leapt into the tunnel, only to discover that Lillian had not dissolved.
Then who was the ticket for originally?
He did not know that Lillian was not from Fontaine.
Yeah.
But was a thief who made her way in by stealing a ticket.
I'm assuming that the person doesn't matter in the end. They were just hoping that it was someone from Fontaine so they could test it. Oh, okay. So she was just Okay, I understand.
Mistakenly believing that the water from the primordial sea needed time to take effect, he tried to force Lily-Ann back into the box. The two broke the flower vase during the struggle, but Lily-Ann came out on top, knocking Cowell out and putting him in the box. With no way of escaping, she changed her clothes and hid in the costume trunk until the performance ended.
So now we just need to figure out Cal's friends. I win!
She knew that she would have to go through guard inspection if she tried to leave afterward. So, she has been trapped in the Opera House these last 2 days.
Without food.
She had already become desperately hungry by the time we were chatting over macarons. So, she swiped 2 of them right under our noses. Talk about a sneaky thief.
Oh. Where was she?
That happened in the tunnel have now come to light.
Ah, so that's the whole story.
Bravo! Bravo!
Now then, Lady Farina, do you wish to speak against the defense's statements?
She's gonna, well, just like any good...
Please answer the question, Lady Farina. Also, if I may add, the trial has not yet ended. As such, I request that the prosecution not leave the room before the proceedings have concluded.
Ooh, sassy! If this is like any Ace Attorney case, I don't think this is the end, but maybe.
What? Are you reading my mind now? No. I have no further arguments. I admit defeat. But really, could you at least have left me with some dignity?
Wow. Look at that. She's like a deflated balloon now.
Nice, Paimon.
If there are no objections, then as the Chief Justice of Fontaine, I shall once again repeat the full sequence of events.
Go ahead.
The actual perpetrator of the serial disappearances, Cowell, selected his next victim from the audience reservation list. With some modifications to the selector, he could ensure that the pre-selected young woman would be chosen. To cover up any evidence while committing the deed, Cowell thought of allowing the water tank to fall, which would conceal the water left behind after the young woman was dissolved. He also tampered with the rope suspending the water tank, using the fireworks at the end of the performance to cause the tank to drop and hide the watermarks. He poured the water from the primordial sea into a balloon during the preparation of the magic box and stuck it to the box's lid. Finally, he passed the prepared hook on a rope through the gap in the magic box's door when bringing the young woman to said box. When the magic trick officially began, the box containing the woman was lowered into the tunnel, tightening the hook rope and bursting the balloon containing the water. If all had gone to plan, the young woman would be dissolved at this time. However, Lily-Ann was not from Fontaine, and thus fled the box with a loud noise. Realizing that there was trouble, Cowell entered the tunnel and met Lily-Ann. Thinking that the waters had not yet taken effect, he decided to proceed. However, his opponent was more capable than he thought, and he was overcome, knocked unconscious, and placed into the magic box, and thus became his own final victim. Lily-Ann, according to her own statements, then changed clothes and hid until the performance ended, before hiding in other parts of the opera house. As for Lyney, he was in the underground structures within the opera house, and was thus ignorant of these happenings. From this reconstruction of events, we can conclude that Lyney, the accused, is in fact...
We did it, lads! Confetti!
While there is much in Lyney and Lily-Ann's conduct that should still be investigated separately, this case, at least, can be handed over to the oratories to make the final decision.
Is it gonna say that they're guilty regardless? Oh! Wait a minute! That's Star Rail! Who am I gonna pull? I want a 5-star, please.
As such, Lyney and Lynette are officially declared
Oh.
not guilty.
Yay! That's what I said. It's just a Star Rail wish animation.
partners.
I want a 5-star.
Thank you all. Thank you so much.
I'm in saving for Imbibitor Lune. Let's not celebrate just yet.
Next, I think we deserve an explanation, Guard Vaughn.
Oh?
How did you find the water from the primordial sea in Lyney's baggage?
Yeah.
Right! Your discovery caused me to make a serious mistake, you know. Or was that not a discovery, but false evidence that you dare to bring before this court?
I suspect that the accomplice mentioned in Cowell's notes was not Lyney, but you, yes?
Gasp.
I'm sure you know what you must do to lessen your sentence.
Ooh, squint.
Speak quickly! Unless you want to earn yourself a one-way ticket to Coupon Town.
Coupon Town.
I was just following orders. We were supposed to place blame for the serial disappearances onto Lyney, and thus cause suspicion to fall on the Fatui. The higher-ups said this was the best opportunity to do so.
Oh.
And now that your plan has fallen through, and the secrets of the water have been revealed, you have become a liability to said higher-ups, yes? Therefore, you would be wise to tell everything you know, and seek the protection of the guards.
Valid.
Yes, I'll tell you everything I know. Our boss discovered that the water can cause people to dissolve.
Is it anybody or just ladies?
It can also be made into a potion, which when extremely diluted, can cause people to experience unforgettable exhilaration.
Drugs!
We've been in this business for a while now, and have made decent mora off it. The disappearances were also the boss's idea. I mean, this is the boss we're talking about.
Who's the boss? Oh, well that answers my question. That answers my question about girls only. There goes my idea about Oceanians. Must have a bomb inside of him.
Now he can no longer talk.
Such ruthlessness. I shouldn't have expected any less of them.
Who are they? Who are they? Who are we talking about? Everybody seems to know.
An outrageous act. All present, please submit to inspection immediately.
Ooh, mechas. Nothing is found at the scene apart from the liquid left behind. Can we study the liquid?
So, we're just going back now?
I mean, we're not needed here anymore.
That's true, but...
Traveler, Paimon, please wait.
I don't know why I'm angry at you. ...
Lyney...
I know you may not want to speak to me right now. Maybe you don't even want to look at me.
Don't know why I'm angry at you. I'm not angry at you,
Let
Lyney.
me thank you again for defending me to the end. Even after you learned that I'm a member of the Fatui.
I don't want to see anyone else be falsely accused.
I guess.
I'm an arbiter of justice.
But regardless, I'd like the opportunity to set things straight. I didn't approach you with any ulterior motives or ill intent. I've spoken to you as myself, just plain Lyney this entire time.
It's true.
As for why I'm a Fatus,
Fatus.
It's because the goals of the House of the Hearth align with those of an orphan like me. That's all. That was how Father, who you might know as the Knave, approached recruiting us back then too.
Aha! I had seen spoilers that are Latino. Oh, Otets. What does that mean? What is that from? Is it just French? The father. Ukrainian. Oh.
The Knave? The one who controls the House of the Hearth? She's your father?
Yeah, I know, it's a little weird.
That's right. And since we're here, I was wondering, would you mind hearing a story? It's about my past.
Yes.
Back when our parents first died, Lynette and I were left wandering the streets. To survive, I took to surreptitiously observing an older street performer who did magic. It took me several days to figure out how he pulled off his amazing tricks. I took my sister through several streets until we found a crowded corner, and we began to perform magic tricks there. To my surprise, we proved to be pretty popular, and we could at least stop worrying about where our next meal would come from for a time. But I didn't want my sister to remain a street rat together with me forever. Before long, an aristocrat came to me and claimed that he wished to take us in after watching my performances.
So you went from orphans to nobility just like that?
That was how we felt at first, too. As if fate was on our side and we could say goodbye to those painful days. But I gradually discovered that while we were called foster children, he was really after my talent for magic tricks. He would constantly take me to all sorts of banquets to garner attention, which he would then use to expand his social circles.
That doesn't seem too bad either. Better than roaming the streets at any rate.
I mean, beggars can't be choosers.
It took a while for me to realize just how dark his heart really was. After one particular performance at a banquet, I discovered that Lynette was not on the same return vehicle as me.
Oh no!
I waited a long time after we returned home, but she did not come back. I went to that noble's bedroom and asked him about her whereabouts. The answer he gave me was, she caught the eye of the most eminent person at the banquet, so I sent her over as a gift. I mean, you'll be able to perform your magic regardless of who your assistant is, yes?
Aww.
Oh no. So he was gonna... But wouldn't Fontaine's laws...
I was gonna say...
As far as outsiders are concerned, this is a relationship akin to adoption or foster care.
Villains.
And they have their ways of escaping the eye of the law. I managed to ferret out the location of the mansion of that so-called eminent person and hurried through the night. But by the time I leaped over the walls, avoided the guards, and made my way in, all I saw was the moonlit ground covered in blood, and the knave standing there in the darkness.
So she came...
So, she'd already taken care of that guy.
That's right. She had rescued my sister before she could come to any harm, and had even discovered several girls hidden in a basement, all of them orphans.
Gross. I thought for a second that he was gonna say that Arlecchino had murdered his actual sister, and then, like, Lynette was just posing as his twin. I think that would have been like, kaboom! But it also makes, I was like, that would make sense because the cat ears, because he doesn't have them. But no, this is better.
Father, I mean, the knave, might have seen something in me, and so she made me an offer. The House of the Hearth welcomes you, for your interests align with ours. Here, none will ever betray you. Indeed, betrayal shall never be permitted here. I was hesitant to trust her. I mean, I had just been betrayed by nobles. But she was also quick to destroy the noble who had taken us in at first, giving us back our freedom.
Welp. What'd you do with the money?
So that's how the two of you joined the House of the Hearth.
The knave is Asher the Gnosis, isn't she?
She has her own plans. She has gained permission from the Sarita to first use the Gnosis' power once she obtains it. She plans to use it to find a way to break the prophecy and save Fontaine.
So, she believes in that prophecy too?
That's right. The whole House of the Hearth is currently working to combat that crisis.
But have they...
Today's case has also proven that people from Fontaine can indeed dissolve into some sort of water, thus further supporting the prophecy.
Have they tried to talk with the Archon? Just
All
like
of us
talk
house
with her?
members here, Lady Arlecchino herself included, are from Fontaine. We won't give up on defending our homeland. To us orphans, the only connection we have left to this world, apart from our family, is our homeland.
So, from small deeds like distributing magic pockets to huge schemes like stealing a Gnosis, everything is aimed at dealing with that prophecy.
Lumine, I don't agree with your perception.
It's all right. I understand. The only thing I can do is relate all this to you. I just hope you can understand that even as a member of the House, I have never stopped making my own decisions, and that I believe what I'm doing is right.
I believe in you, Lyney.
If you should need anything at all in the future, feel free to find me. I will do my best to help you, as plain Lyney.
Thank you. I would say thank you if it were me. She just pieces out. Lumine, I'm gonna smack you.
Bye, Lyney.
Twist of the great magic. Okay. Oh, Navia.
Hey there. What was with the disappearing act you pulled right as the trial ended?
Were you looking for us, Navia?
Well, this whole thing isn't exactly over, is it? I do feel that we're getting closer to solving the serial disappearances case, though. Don't you think so, too?
I'm sorry, Navia.
Huh? What's wrong, my dear partner?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of the headcanons about Columbina and them being together and everything. So yes, it's interesting that they've chosen the father angle. I wasn't necessarily looking... yeah, only trying to defend Lyney.
Besides, are you sure we're the ones who can crack a case that's been cold for decades now? And given that there's new evidence from the trial, there should be a trail of breadcrumbs for the Hydro Archon's people to follow now, right?
Ah,
You don't want to be my friend?
I see. Well, I won't lie. I'm a little shocked to hear that from you. But I suppose you are just travelers who have only arrived in Fontaine after all. Sorry. I might have been too presumptuous.
Oh, is it?
Don't
Interesting.
say that, Navia.
Yeah, I'm hoping to unlock it. I have the key saved up.
Aw, and we were having so much fun investigating with you, too.
Athena, you can stay with me. I will take you on. I don't care what
It's like
Lumine
having
thinks.
new waters flowing into a stagnant mire, causing new hope to spring forth, and the reflection in the murk to become clearer. Sorry about that. I'm a bit prone to nostalgia. Don't mind me. Wait, shall we have a farewell meal? You know, to commemorate our time as partners?
I won't say no to free food.
Do we really need to get that formal? Well, guess you really did treat us as partners, huh?
Well, I'd just like to have a proper ending to every important memory. That way there are no regrets later. Anyway, it would just be a meal, so it shouldn't take up too much of your time.
Let's go have a meal.
You don't have to twist Paimon's arm. If Boss Navia's treating, count Paimon in.
Oh, wonderful. In that case, why don't we return to the Court of Fontaine and head
bored.
to the Hotel de Boer? I believe we'll make it just in time for dinner.
All right, then. Let's have our farewell meal.
All this attorneying has made me hungry. Woohoo! Act 1 complete.